Mars Blackman, what up,
Hey,
brother?
hey, y'all hold on 1 second. Can y'all hear me?
Yep, you hot.
Do I have an echo?
Nah, you good.
I'm good. I don't have no echo.
Nope.
All right, I think I might have fixed my mic problem then. Ron, I sound good?
Yeah, you sound perfect.
Okay, because I went and bought a $600 microphone last night. I bought a $200 one, and that shit, I thought it was, I don't know what was going on now, but oh damn, Ron, you put us on live?
Yeah, you hot.
Ron, you would.
Yo,
my bad. All right.
I didn't even know microphones got that expensive, to be honest.
Man, bro, listen. I got this new mic.
You'd be surprised.
Mars, I got this new mic yesterday because I just got tired of doing it through my phone because, I be on the move a lot. And so I got this mic that hooks into my phone now, a new mic. You know what I'm saying? And it's some mafioso type stuff. And so it sounded good when I was doing it yesterday. So I was just making sure it didn't have no echo. But now I feel good about this mic. Because my other mic I had, it was bad. I was like, I wasted my money on that mic.
Man, can't no mic save you from this ass whooping. Can't no mic save you from this ass whooping. You finna get on Black Friday. You can buy any mic you want, boy. That mic you gonna get your ass.
You want an Altoid?
Oh, I'm talking about a nut.
Somebody get this nigga a Listerine on the rocks.
What you out here buying? You out here buying mics thinking they're gonna save you from the ox? Are you crazy? You know what an ox do to a chihuahua in real life? Stop playing,
bruh.
That mic can't save you, boy.
Did you brush your teeth this morning and use Listerine? Because your breath look like it smelled like a wet antelope's ass. I'm just being honest with you.
All right, so
make sure you brush them. Make sure you brush them yompers. And I'm gonna say this, Ron, as we coming into the show, it's a shame. And I'm gonna say this to you, Ron. It's a shame, bro. But you know what? Shout out to Russell Westbrook, bro, for ending this foolishness. Because it is a shame that James has to James comes to the team and Russ has to be the one to go to the bench when they were playing well without this dude. So if this deal doesn't work out when Russ goes to the bench, they got to move James. And I think Russ did a smart thing by saying, look, take me to the bench, because I think what Russ is going to do is now he's going to look like he's the one who really wants to sacrifice to win. Because James should have been the one that came and says, well, let me come off the bench. I'm new to this right here. These guys been rolling. James wasn't going to do that. He was not going to do what Russ did. His ego and pride is too big to do that. So what Russ just did by saying, bring me off the bench, I have to salute Russ for that, because chill, we know a year ago, Russ was not on this. When he was with the Lakers, he was not feeling going to that bench, bro. He was not feeling that. You know what I mean? But the fact that you mature like this and you see bigger things, you see guys like CP3 who had illustrious careers that say, you know what, it's time for me. I come off the bench. And I know my boy Ox, we talk a lot of smack, but Ox has said this too a few times about guys just making sacrifices, bro. I think that we got to actually praise guys when they do make a real sacrifice to try to win. Like, I really think Russ is trying to win. I don't think he want to be looked at as a loser and a failure as far as winning. So by him saying this,
that's what I was saying earlier. You're not gonna lose Russ. Russ want to win. Y'all telling me if he go to the bench, we gonna lose him. And then he come out and say, put me on the bench, because he know he need to be on the bench.
No, I don't think he need to be on the bench. I think he's doing it because he feel like that he knows that the matchups that they have, they can't play that way. You know what I'm saying? He knows that's a hard decision for Ty Lue to make as a coach, because they brought him there, said he was a starter. Then you bring James. You're not going to try to get James to go to the bench because you know how that's going to end up. That's not going to end up good with James Harden. He ain't come over there to go to no bench. But Ty Lue should have nipped this in the bud. He wasn't strong enough to say, hey, James, look, you coming here new, you coming off the bench. He wasn't strong enough to do that.
I can't believe that everybody over there, James Harden got the biggest ego. He got some nerve. Tiki, he don't got some nerve to have the biggest ego out of everybody over there.
Ask Mars and Damo and Chill.
Mars, Damo, Chill.
Why shouldn't he have the biggest ego over there?
He ain't done nothing.
Why should he have?
What has Paul George done?
No. I'm saying, but James Harden. Hold on. What Paul George did was this. Paul George has shown that he can take a team. Paul George has shown. Paul George has shown that he let a team that almost beat a super team to go to the NBA Finals and try and win a championship. Hold on, let me say this to you. Let me say this to you. Hold on, bro. I want to say this to you. Hold on, Damo. I want to say this to you. Hold on, let me finish my sentence. Let me finish my sentence, Damo. No, Damo. Hold on, Damo. Let me finish my sentence. I just want to say one other thing to you, and I'm gonna let you go because I want you to hear this part. what Paul George hasn't done is quit on 3 different franchises and demand trades to different franchises year after year after year. That's what he hasn't done. So to me, what that is the difference in between the two. When you constantly have quit franchises, you quit Houston. Mars saw this. He's a Houston Rocket fan now, but he saw this. He quit Houston, demanded to be out of Houston because he had to go play with KD and Kyrie. Then he quits Brooklyn, demands out of Brooklyn because he has to go play with Joel Embiid. Then he gets Doc Rivers fired and says he won't return unless Doc Rivers is fired. They fired Doc Rivers for him, and then guess what he does? Nah, I want a bigger role on the team. Joel Embiid's the MVP, but I want the biggest role. I want to be the man. So since they didn't do that, and your best friend who did everything for you in Houston and did everything you wanted, gave you all the women you wanted, the Learjets that let you come on your own plane, not fly with the team, fly by yourself, all of this stuff, you turn around and call him a liar in front of the world when he couldn't deliver on one thing, which really wasn't his fault. It's because the owners wasn't going to pay you that money. So you turn on him, call him a liar, and end your friendship with a dude that's been looked out for your whole career and helped make you into what you were by hiring Mike D'Antoni, by letting you do whatever you wanted to do, by giving you no discipline, no structure, none of that stuff. So then what do? You demand a trade to the Clippers after you say you didn't want to play with the Philadelphia 76ers because you didn't want to play behind Joel Embiid, but you're going to come to the Clippers and be the third option. Make it make sense.
I can make it make perfect sense.
I'm all ears, Damo.
He gets what he wants. I mean, it's obvious at this point. I mean, I'm not here to make no excuses. I'm not here to overreact. I'm not here to do none of that. I'm here to be honest. If the question is, why can I believe that he's going over to the Clippers and having the biggest ego? Yes, I can believe it. James Harden is who he is. I'm not gonna lie. Out of all the players on the out of the big 4 on the Clippers, if you want to say, is he probably not, in terms of his position all time, the highest rated? Between him and Russ. I mean, Russ is what?
He's not over Kawhi. Kawhi's a 2-time champion, 2-time finals MVP. He ain't rated over Kawhi all time.
In terms of all-time small forwards, what is Kawhi?
No, I'm saying, but he's not rated over Kawhi all time.
But that's what
he's not. Nobody except for you on this channel raised him.
I'm pretty sure I said by their position.
I have James Harden clearly over Kawhi all time, but okay.
In terms of their
all time or position,
both
all time at their
that's disgusting.
All time at their position, James Harden is what? 3, 4, 5?
No, he's not. He's not better. He's not better than Mike. He's not better than Mike. He's not better than Kobe. He's not better than Mike. Not better than Kobe. Not better than D Wade. He's not better than I can keep going on.
Rex.
Who?
I mean,
if you say AI and Drexler, that's as far as
he's not better than AI. He's not
than AI and Drexler.
He's not better than AI.
Is there somebody that you would put?
I mean,
there's 6 guys at max. And
who, me?
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I got a couple. I got a couple.
Go ahead. Let me hear him. All time. Let me hear him.
I could do this all day, man.
I mean, hey.
But I mean, not on a serious note.
He says
yes, Drex, AI, T-Mac, Manu Ginobili. That's where the love stops.
Ron?
Not Ray Allen?
Ray Allen.
I mean, he's the best shooter of all time. I mean.
But Harden's definitely in that top 10, top 7, top 8 range when it comes to shooting guard. So, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, personally, I got him 4 or 5. I mean, no lower than 5. Honestly, I don't see him going. I can't put AI above him personally, but that's just me. Other than that, I can understand Drexler. Not really AI for real in terms of player versus player, but that's just propaganda. That's neither here nor there. I'm not going to stick on that. I'm just saying in terms of James Harden, who he is, what have these guys outside of Kawhi Leonard done as individual players to not warrant?
That's a great question.
That is a great question. But you can pose and make a strong case that Russ Westbrook has had a better career than James Harden.
But you talk, we can't. And on top,
no, hold on. Just check my point though. Check my point right quick. You can pose that about Russell Westbrook. You can pose that Paul George is a better player today, and I don't think that's even a question. He's a better player today than James Harden. Same thing with Kawhi Leonard too. But here's the biggest thing for me. Oh, if I come knock on your door and I'm like, yo, my electricity is out. My car has a flat tire. My girl kicked me out, and Damo, I'm coming to sleep on your couch. I'm not finna be like, yo, you and your girl go sleep in the living room. Let me sleep in your bed. I'm not finna be like, bro, I get first dibs in the shower. No, I'm coming over to your house to use at your convenience. So I need to come with some humbleness. I need to take my shoes off when I come into the house. I need to ask, what's the house
That's not
rules?
what the problem though is, Ron. He coming over to the Clippers. He think he doing them a favor. He
Well,
ain't
that's
coming
the
over there
issue.
with humbleness. He
That's-
think I'm coming over to your crib to make your crib nicer.
Yeah, but see, this the thing, Chill Town. So he might have came in the house, and when he first got there was a whole bunch of disarray, right? But it's not
Actually,
like he come. It's not.
My crib was all right when you showed up. Just so you know.
No. I mean, it hasn't been. They just lost 6 straight games. That sounds like disarray to me.
Before you showed up.
But no, I'm talking about now that he's here. It's been some disarray, right? But he's not coming to the master bedroom. The master bedroom, that's where Kawhi sleep. But these other beds.
Wait, chill. Kawhi don't sleep in the master bedroom? What?
Yeah, Kawhi sleep in the master bedroom for sure. These other beds, though, James like, yo, Russ, hey, come on, man. I'm bigger than you, man. Let me get that. Russ understands, you know what? Love Big Bro, get that bed. He needs that bed. I'm gonna sleep over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go sleep over here. I'm gonna go sleep in the guest house. You got it, James. And now, see what y'all are talking about right now. This isn't gonna work out. By the end of the season, y'all are gonna see he did them a favor. Y'all think the addition of James Harden is a subtraction. Y'all gonna see by January that this is what it was supposed to be.
I don't even think they'll last by January.
Russell Westbrook come off the bench. This team is gonna go from what y'all talking about. Oh, he ruined the squad. The strippers suck. The paper clips or this and that. And now y'all gonna see. Just watch. I'm trying to tell y'all.
As a brother, I totally disagree. I don't think it's gonna make it to January like this. I don't think it's gonna make it to January like this, bro.
I'm looking at this crew and the way it's put together. They were getting it together before James Harden showed up. Russ was the primary ball handler. Things were going fine before James Harden showed up. Now you got another ball handler. Now you got another guy on the crew who we got to get implemented into the offense and that we got to cater to also. Russ being the team guy. Russ has always been a team guy. If you look at Russ's career, Russ has always been a team guy. You've never heard Russ on the Carmelo Anthony, yo, they want me to come off the bench. You've never heard Russ say that. It was difficult for him to do that in Los Angeles with the Lakers because he was sold something else. That's why it was difficult for him to do that in Los Angeles initially. But Darvin Ham convinced him to come off the bench, and he was productive coming off the bench. Now, him being with the Clippers, him coming off the bench, one, I think he wants to stay in Los Angeles. I don't think he wants to be traded. Number two, Russ is a team guy. He's always been a team guy, and he wants this thing to work. Now, as far as James Harden getting on this crew for the 4th team in 4 years, if this thing doesn't work, I think it's a big stain on his career, a huge one.
Okay, so with that, assuming they won't win, because I think most people assume they won't win, which is fine. I don't care. And if they don't win, I'm assuming we'll be here after they get eliminated in the playoffs, or if they don't make the playoffs, blaming James Harden. So if they do win, can we not say, well, they had a super team and not give James Harden any credit? Can we have that level of consistency?
We absolutely have to have that level of consistency, Mars, because it can't just be a one-way street. Like if they lose, James Harden, you were the reason why, and y'all suck. But if they win and James Harden plays an integral part, now they can't win, Mars, and James Harden be average. That can't happen. But I do on paper by the super team logic, because there's nobody up here in 10 years that's going to look at that roster, the Clippers win the NBA championship, and go, yo, they had Paul George, Russell Westbrook, Kawhi Leonard, and James Harden. They didn't have a super team. Yeah, they did. They absolutely did.
And that's where I was going to go with it too, Mars. I do believe that they have a super team.
So then it's a lose-lose situation.
But now they got a super team.
Not necessarily though. It's not a lose-lose situation though. Like if some people are going to come with that, and they are going to say, yeah, they had a super team. So what?
I mean, they got three perennial all-stars in their prime.
What do you call what's going on right now with the Clippers, right? If you just look at that roster, and you see what they're doing, like let's say for the sake of argument, this 6 straight losses, let's say they 5 straight wins and they rolling right now. Are they just a good team, or are they a team that's on their way to winning the NBA championship?
I'm saying according to y'all. I mean, y'all the one y'all.
No, forget y'all. I'm talking about you, Ox. You, Big Ox. I'm talking about you. You looking at this roster.
I'm from the jump. I like the Clippers. What they got. I think they got it. What it takes. But you can't go off of this off of their names though. These aren't the same. Right. Like you name these names. These 4 guys aren't the same guys they were 4 seasons ago.
But nobody's gonna look at it like that though, Ops. They're just gonna see the names on the roster.
You said how I'm looking at it though. Y'all said me.
I'm talking about you though.
I'm looking at it logically, like, okay, these guys aren't the same. If this was 2019, this team would go. You know what I'm saying? Nobody would beat this squad. Right? But it's not the same team. It's like the Houston Rockets team when they had all those guys over there, Scotty, all those guys in Houston. Like, yeah, are we calling that a super team? No, but I mean, I'm not calling. Is
Paul George washed?
It's a super team, man. It's 3 all-stars.
If you compare, it's 3
perennial.
From judging what y'all call washed, if we compare them to their prime self, then yeah, they're washed.
That's not true. Paul George still putting up the same numbers. Paul George still putting up the same numbers. I
ain't asked you about the numbers. I'm talking about, is Paul George the same Paul George he was on OKC? Go ahead and lie. Say yeah and lie.
No, hold on. No. This is why you don't know basketball. In OKC,
is he the same Paul George as he was on OKC? Stop lying.
Let me finish answering the question.
You trying to figure out a way to lie.
Monique, I'm not figuring out a way to lie. Let me answer the question.
Why you lying?
Is it Monique or Mo Free?
Go ahead.
Let me answer the question.
Go ahead and lie.
Okay, let me answer the question. Dummy, because you don't know basketball.
Go ahead and lie.
In OKC, Paul George was the first option. So, of course, he's going to look different. Janet Jackass. And over in this team, he's a second option behind Kawhi Leonard. So, our first option and a second option are different because the first option's looks are different from a second option's looks. So, when he was in OKC, of course, he's like an MVP candidate because it was just him and Russ and the role players. And then they put Melo to the bench. So, and then the year after Melo left, it was him and Russ and role players, Steven Adams and role players. So, of course, it looks different than now. Now you have him, Kawhi, and Russ on the team, along with Norman Powell coming off the bench, giving you 17 points a game, along with a dude who looks to be offensively aggressive and Bones Highland coming off the bench. So your opportunities aren't going to be the same as they were before. Now, his production, if you look at it for like the last 6 or 7 years, the last 4 or 5 years, since he left OKC, his numbers have been right on par. And he's been a perennial all-star.
I'm just asking if he's the same level of player. That's all I'm asking.
Hold on. No. Yes. Hold on. Yes. And for the last 5 years, this year, Paul George is giving you 24.7 points per game.
I didn't ask you about the stats. I'm just asking you.
I'm telling you, hold on. I'm telling you, yes. But because even before James Harden was traded over there, Paul George was balling. Paul George played in the league before James Harden came over there. Even before he came over to trade.
He made the All-Star team. He made the All-Star team.
Yeah. But I'm saying I'm talking about even this season. I'm saying this season, he's averaging more than he's averaged the last 5 years, 6 years. This season, he's averaging 24.7 points per game. This is why this nigga can't stand in no room with me because he don't know basketball.
Why? Because you just yell out stats. You just yell out stats. I ask you a simple question.
No. I'm telling you his production. No, I'm telling you
a simple question.
I'm telling you
is he the same player as he was on OKC?
His production, yes. He's the same player he was the first day he came to the Clippers. The first year he came to the Clippers was the year after he was an MVP candidate. You know what he was the first year he was with the Clippers Chilltown? 21.5 points per game. You know what he was the second year? 23.3 points per game. Third year, 24.3. Fourth year, 24.3. Last year, 23.8. And this year, 24.7. So yes, he's the same player he was. Now, don't get in no room with me, nigga, because I will barbecue your ass and take them dreads and stick them straight up your candy ass.
So Mars, we're talking about super teams because I want to make sure that we have in this conversation if this team turn, because I posed the question before this whole thing even started. What happens if this thing actually works? All right, what happens if this thing actually works and these dudes end up winning it? Which I don't think they are, but if they do, I'm still unclear because I get different. I get different answers on what exactly a super team is. So I'm unclear. However, if you look at this roster and if they end up winning and you see James Harden, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Russell Westbrook, the masses are going to see this roster and go, that's a super team. From what I hear a super team is, the masses are going to see this roster and say, that's a super team. From what I understand what a super team is, from what the masses say, they're going to look at that and say that that's what a super team is.
How y'all go from discrediting the team, saying James Harden ruined this team, saying all these bad things about this team, to then saying, oh, if they win, we're gonna be like, that was a super team. Is it anything?
No, it's a super team now. That's why they getting cooked.
Are y'all doing anything in your power to discredit these dudes?
For losing.
Are y'all doing anything in your power to discredit them?
It's a super team right now. That's why they're getting cooked for losing like this. Because you have three of those type of players. Are you doing everything in your power to discredit them?
Isn't James Harden the same age as
Russell Westbrook? We're saying this though. We're saying this to you. We're saying, hold on. This is what we're saying to you. This is what we're saying to you, Bob. What we're saying to you is the reason why they're getting cooked. The reason why they're getting cooked is because they have three perennial all-stars on the same team right now and can't beat Lonnie Walker IV. Can't beat Julius Randle.
Because they needed Russ to get out the way.
Can't beat Mikal Bridges. Huh?
They needed Russ to get his ass out the way, and he finally did it. Good job, Russ.
Hold on.
Way to be a man, Russ. Way not to be soft. Way not to be soft, because you know y'all had Russ.
Get him, chill.
What's your problem with Russ?
Get him.
Yes. What's your problem with Russell Westbrook?
He need to get out the way. I told you.
I'm asking you of him getting out. Why does he need to get out the way? What's the problem?
We talked about this already, Chilltown.
So talk to me about it again. I'm old, so my memory bad. So talk to me again. I'm old, so my memory bad. So talk to me again. What's your problem with Russ?
Because he makes bad decisions, especially down the stretch. He's a bad decision maker.
Right.
He's a bad decision maker.
Right.
He throws unnecessary turnovers.
Right.
You don't have to really guard him. He's not a threat at the 3-point line in the fourth quarter. For all these reasons are why he doesn't need to be playing in crunch time.
Right.
That it's just that simple for me. It's that simple for me. It's not no big drawn out paragraph. I don't got to talk about what he averaged last year and averaged this year and all that bullshit. What I'm talking about is this. When it comes down to crunch time, when it comes down to the fourth quarter, people are guarding him 20 feet away. They're begging him to shoot. Mm-hmm. They're just packing up the lane, and that's it. There's no reason for him to be in the game in these close games. So I'm not saying Russell Westbrook shouldn't play. I never said that. I said Russell Westbrook should come off the bench and probably play 22, 23 good minutes, very meaningful minutes. Him and Norman Powell will run that second unit crazy. But in crunch time, sit your ass down, let James Harden, let Paul George, let Kawhi, let these guys handle it. That's all I'm saying. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's not disrespect to Russ. But y'all telling me y'all telling me hold on, bro. It's not even your turn, bro. Hold on. Me and Chitchat have a conversation. Then nobody asked you to intervene. What I'm saying is this. What is he doing there? Y'all saying that damn, what was y'all saying? Damn, ticket shit.
See, you a damn fool. You don't even know what you
said. We was in the middle of this shit. You always interrupted.
You're talking about Russell Westbrook coming off the bench.
Oh yeah, y'all was saying that if y'all put him on the bench, we're gonna lose him. And now it comes out, and now it comes out that he is like, bring me off the bench, because he's not. Russ isn't one of them crybaby dudes. You know what I'm saying? He's obviously man enough to understand. Like, you know what? Maybe I am in the way. I'm saying that's all.
Hey, Chilltown, I want to see you. He said that Russ make unnecessary turnovers. That's funny because James Harden only averaged 0.4 turnovers less than Russell Westbrook for his career.
Keep going. No, keep going, because he's not the only turnover king over there. It's one more. It's one more guy that's in the turnover Hall of Fame.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense why I keep cooking your sorry ass. Make it make sense.
Now, keep cooking my sorry ass. Y'all gonna see. Watch. The proof is in the pudding. When this Clippers team all of a sudden starts winning games, y'all gonna be like, "Oh damn, what am I gonna do now?"
We don't. Nobody expects these dudes to lose every game with the crew that they have. That's first of all. Number two, Ox. When they lost 2 nights ago, when Russ was on the floor in the meat and potatoes of the game, they were winning. Took Russ out the game, placed them.
Took Zubac out the game.
The team went the other way. Zubac was already out of the game. He didn't play almost the whole fourth quarter. That's number one. No, that's number two. Number three, when Russ was playing as the lead guard, they were rolling. When he was playing as the lead guard, they were rolling. Not only were they rolling, they were winning.
Chill. Go to the last game, Chill. What happened last game when they took Russ out, Chill, and they put James Harden in? Go Chill, cook.
Like I told you, like I said, when James Harden came back in the game, they scored 1 bucket in the last 5 minutes. 1. That was it. But when Russ was the lead guard, before James Harden came over to this,
they were up 7 when he left, Chill. Tell the truth.
I ain't even talking about that game. I'm not even talking about that game. I'm talking about when Russ was the lead guard. They were rolling. And you know why they were rolling, Ox? because Russ took the pressure off both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. And those guys closed games. So Russ was the one who gave those dudes rest, put those guys in a position where, well, I'll get you here, you end it. And they would end it. When you get to the playoffs, the same thing was going on. Kawhi Leonard, before he got hurt, would end it. That was the logic. With that being said, with that being said, Russell Westbrook's mishaps that you talk about, James Harden has the same thing. He is
except for he's actually a threat on the offensive end. So he's actually a threat.
This is the same dude that goes, 7 for 20 on the long or
we
7
do the
for
same
20.
thing with Russ.
0 for 27. 0 for 11. This is the same. That's the point.
You have to actually guard. You have to actually guard. James
no, actually,
Harden.
you don't, because he's proven that he will hit the side of the backboard. Also, he has proven
it's just like Paul George. So we can do that with all these guys.
He has proven that he will go in the tank. That has happened. So with that being said, your logic with James Harden, your logic with Russell Westbrook is the same thing with James Harden. Before James Harden came over here, we were winning. That's the difference.
I mean, that's it. All right,
that's the difference.
That's fine. That's fine. So with Russ coming off the bench, when this team all of a sudden shoots up the standing, I don't want to hear nothing from you.
Okay.
I don't want to hear nothing from you.
Aren't you have carte blanche to come up here and brag and say I told you so? If you choose to do that,
I don't gotta do that. But hold on, I know what I'm talking about. I see this shit.
All right, bet. I hope that's the case. I'm on your side, brother. The same way I'm on Russell Westbrook's side. And contrary to popular belief, I'd like to see James Harden win something for once in his career too. But
and y'all know I don't even like James Harden.
But we have to bring it back
Russ
to
more. There's the difference. You don't like Russ more. Let's be clear about that. You might not like somebody.
It's just that when I see certain things at the in the fourth quarter on the meat and potatoes of the game, and dude just in Chitchat, you was the one who was saying it even last year. Y'all know James Harden gonna throw or Russell Westbrook gonna throw it into the second row. Them words came out your mouth, Chitchat.
Which is why you had Paul George and Kawhi Leonard to close games. We don't need James Harden to do that. We don't. We already got two guys to do that. That's why we didn't need James Harden to come over here. We don't need him.
Would you agree that James Harden at this point in their career, would you agree that James Harden is a better basketball player than Russell Westbrook?
At this point in his career.
And I'm running a poll right now on this, so you guys go ahead and vote. After Chill answers, I'll say what the poll's looking like. And I want to ask everybody else up here too. Go ahead, Chill.
Who do y'all think is better at this point in their career, Russ or James Harden?
James Harden's been a better player for a decade.
I disagree, Russ. And I'll tell you why. And this is another thing Mars doesn't value.
Titties over titles because he likes eating.
Hold on. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that halitosis to the Moses. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, no, I'm not. What I'm saying is, hold on. If you would let me answer the question, what I'm saying is Mars left out. Because I was talking to Mars, not to you. But what I'm saying is Mars was wrong because he leaves out one whole half of the basketball. Russell Westbrook is a way better defender at this point than James Harden. James Harden attempts to play zero level of defense, and that has to count. Russell Westbrook gives up effort tremendously on a night-to-night basis defensively, on, off ball, and in passing lanes. And also, not only should we mention that aspect of the situation, we should mention that, okay, cool, James Harden is a better facilitator. They're right around the same amount of turnovers, though, as far as point guard play. You understand what I'm saying? Also, we should also have to take this into equation. James Harden has had the benefit of being a second option. You understand what I'm saying? When Russell has had to been delegated to being a third option last few years. So you can't really judge them on the same scale for the last few years as far as usage, because of the simple fact that James Harden's usage, of course, has been higher. But we did see one thing. When Russ's usage went up, when Kawhi and those guys got hurt, and when Paul George got hurt, he showed he can still do those 30 point, 12 assists, 10 rebound games. Am I lying, Chill Town? We seen it in the playoffs when it count.
Who was Russell Westbrook stopping on defense?
Everybody last year.
Nobody is stopping. No.
Russell Westbrook is playing hellified defense
on a consistent
last year
basis.
And this year, Chill. No. On a consistent basis, Chill.
I'm definitely taking Russell Westbrook over James Harden as a defender. No question about it. Not even close.
That's fine. I'm not arguing that.
Who's better though, Chill? Right now, today, who's better?
I would have to say James Harden because of his production. He leads the league in assists. He's still a 20-10 guy.
That don't mean nothing, Chill.
It does because
his stats don't mean nothing, but Paul George's stats.
I'm gonna tell you, chill.
It
I'm gonna
does.
tell you what I don't mean.
The reason why
chill. Me and you chill. Me and you come from an era. Chill. Me and you, Chilltown, come from an era. Me and you come from an era of what, Chilltown? Chill. When you stepped on the court, it didn't matter if you had 30 chill, if your opponent got 30, right or wrong.
If it's empty, that's one thing, but that's correct. If it's empty.
So me and you, hold on. We grew up under that law, chill.
If I got 30 and you got 30, right. I do understand.
So hold on. So what I'm saying to you is that the defense has to matter. That he don't take no pride in playing defense. So when he gives you a playmaking, he loses in defense. Russ, hold on. At least Russ gives you that defensively. You understand what I'm saying?
It does give you effort.
That's what I'm saying. And also, Russ is not a bad point guard. He does have egregious turnovers, but so does James Harden. James Harden just threw it to the third.
Right. He threw it to the commentator at the commentator table. He did do that. But production does matter, right? Production does matter when you're talking about James Harden. And the same level of player that James Harden is today, Russ is a little bit lower than that because of the circumstances. Russ had to play in Los Angeles and be a rotation guy. James didn't have to do that. So his game didn't have to change. Russ's game had to change. So because Russ's game had to change, I don't think he benefited from that. Now, when he gets to the Clippers, where he was able to go back to doing what he was doing originally, he started to look a lot better. In fact, he started to look like the Russ of old, even though Russ ain't as fast as he used to be. He still got that athleticism, but he ain't as fast as he used to be. If he was able to still play like that from the beginning and not be relegated to what was going on with the Lakers, I think we're having a different conversation. Damo?
Yo, talk to us, Damo. And by the way, the chat has voted that Russell Westbrook is better, 56%. But talk to us, Damo.
I just find it extremely disgusting that instead of sitting here on this day praising the Russell Westbrook for being a W teammate, a winner, and understanding, hey, if somebody got to do something for the better of this team, I'll do it. And, trying to shed this narrative. A winning mindset, a guy that really goes out there and gives his all to the court. When he walks away from the game, the game won't owe him nothing.
James
he gave
Harden
the game all he had.
100%. James Harden cheated the game. Yes, he did.
I found it disgusting instead of sitting here acknowledging and praising Westbrook and then looking at this team and thinking how they can look going forward to be better because of this move. We're sitting here arguing who's been better over the last 5 years between Russ and James Harden. It's nasty work. It's nasty work, fellas.
That was petty of me,
and it's really nasty because people. And it's really nasty for the fact that people really want to sit here and say this man Westbrook has been better than James Harden because he has. That's another reason why it's nasty. I was letting y'all get it off, but this is insane. I mean, if you want to start breaking down and nitpicking, yeah, Russ obviously has better defense. Yeah, Russ definitely puts in more effort all around. But come on, gang. When it comes to rolling the ball on the court, who's better with that rock, who has been better with that rock, I don't want to sit here and just retweet Mars, but for the last 10 years, James Harden has been better than Russell Westbrook. If you look at the course of the NBA, if you look at the story of the NBA, one guy's story changed the game going forward for the better or worse of the game. Because this foul baiting stuff, it's happened. I'm not saying he created it, but he amped it up. Hey, there were guys shooting deep threes, and then Steph Curry came and amped it up and changed the game. There were guys that were foul baiting. There were guys that were flopping or exaggerating for calls, and then it was James Harden showing you, hey, you can exploit the rule book, and if they're not going to change it, what are you going to do? And now
that's cool.
Kobe did it.
That's cool. That's cool with you. That's cool with you. You say that nigga got to exploit the rule book just to be effective. That's cool with you.
Cool.
No, I'm asking you a question.
You weren't asking me.
No, I said, Damo, is that cool that a nigga had to exploit the rule book in order to affect the game?
Hey, man.
Kobe did it, Ticket.
That's a gimmick.
I'm asking Damo a question.
That's what that is.
Damo made a statement.
That's a gimmick.
Damo's statement.
People call the 3-point shot a gimmick.
He just gave James credit for exploiting the rule
something
book.
that he changed the game. Yeah, he changed the game.
Right, okay, so hold on. So did Russ change the game? Did Russ change the game when he averaged?
No, he didn't change the game.
When he averaged a triple-double 4 years in a row, that didn't change the game?
No, he didn't. No.
Man, you a goddamn lie, man. Hey,
What was the game
I
did it change?
will argue that it did change the game. The same way that the same way.
Hey, hold on. The man averaged a 30-point triple-double for a season, and this nigga say he ain't changed the game. You know why he changed the game?
Look at the landscape of the NBA.
Nobody else is doing it since Oscar Robertson, nigga. That's why he changed the fucking game.
The landscape of the game changed after Russell Westbrook did that. We started seeing more star players do that. Jokic.
More star players doing what?
Luka. Start getting triple doubles. Start coming close to averaging triple doubles.
No. Russ changed the thinking of it. So you want to talk about changing the game, Mars? Russ changed the thinking of it. Russ changed the thinking.
Just like Steph changed the thinking of 3-point shooting. What?
Russ changed
just like James Harden changed the thinking of drawing fouls. So winning the league was it 5 guys that can get a triple double on any given night? Before Russ started doing it, Russ changed people's perception of it. Just like with the mile theory. Once somebody crossed the 6-minute threshold, then everybody believed that they could do it. Then all of a sudden, people started doing it. Once somebody passed the 5-minute threshold,
that made people believe it was.
Ron.
Hold on, can I just ask Ron something real quick?
And Russ led the league in assists more than James Harden, nigga. So shut your ass up, nigga. Russ led the league in assists more than James Harden.
Take it. I'm gonna need you to do me a favor, because on that $600 mic, I know there's a mute button. Please understand that you're the same guy. You're the same guy that sits around here and criticizes Tyrese Haliburton and says, "Well, do something with it." Averaging assists.
No, you asked a question about him and Russ.
Let me ask Ron a question. Ron,
what's up? Holla at me.
Give me the list of players that have averaged a triple double since.
I said close to averaging a triple double. Superstars that can get. I said superstars that can get a triple double on any given night. So let me ask. So in the history of the NBA, there's never been a player to be close to averaging a triple double during the season. That's never happened. Someone being close to doing it. It's been plenty. I said simultaneously having multiple players on any given night that can get a triple double. That did not happen until after Russell Westbrook. You started getting guys like Luka. And they call Luka.
Multiple players can get triple doubles on any given night. What Russ did was Russ made it look like it was nothing, like it was every day,
and then it started becoming nothing.
Hard. No, it has
and then
not.
It started becoming.
No, it didn't. You know why it didn't? Because who else has done that since he did it for a season? It's one thing to do it in a week. It's one thing to do it for 2 weeks. It's one thing to do it.
That same logic goes with that same logic goes with Steph Curry.
Well, real quick,
he changed the game, but nobody still can do it like Steph Curry. What are we talking about? James Harden with the same thing with the fouls too. You guys just argued that James Harden changed the game with his fouls, but nobody can do it like James Harden. Who has been able to draw? Who's been a foul merchant like James Harden since James Harden? Who has been a sniper and a 3-point shooter like Steph Curry since Steph Curry? Who has been a cultural icon like Allen Iverson since Allen Iverson? These guys changed the game with what they did, but nobody was able to live up to what they did. When you're a game changer, you're a game changer. Nobody lives up to nobody.
That's the point with Russ. That's the point with Russ. You making it sound?
Go ahead, Chill. I was just trying to say. I'm just trying to figure out again. I don't see how Russ changed the game with triple doubles. I still don't see it. I don't think the game itself, the way people play the game, I don't think the way people play the game has changed because of Russ or because Russ averaged a triple double.
I think something can be historic, but not
game changing.
I think what he did was historic and all time great, and no one could take it away. But I don't think people have changed, like Domo said, the way the NBA is played because of Russell Westbrook. I might be wrong. I mean, maybe if you think Luka was inspired by Russell Westbrook, I don't know, but I don't think people have changed how they play because of triple-double averages.
I completely disagree with that, Mars, because now the triple-double has become more prevalent, and guys are striving to do it.
Jokic?
Guys are trying to do it.
I don't think he's trying to do it though.
Yeah. Jokic is trying to do it. Jokic, don't lie.
Okay, I will say this. Jokic finished last season 12 assists shy of averaging a triple-double for the season. If he just had 12 more assists over the course of the season,
last year,
would have done it. Right? Yeah, he would have done it.
Right.
I think if he was trying to do it, probably would have played him for those 12 assists. Personally, I think
he were, but they when they got called out is when they slowed it down. Because remember, he got criticized. They said, "Oh, you're trying to get triple doubles over caring about winning." So then Mike Malone and them calmed that down. Remember, they were pushing for that until people started saying, like Kendrick Perkins and them started saying, "Oh, this dude out here only playing for triple doubles." So then he tried to they slowed that down at the end. That's the reason why. So hold on, Vaughn.
But can I ask what player, which one of these guys, the guys that have the potential to do it, so the Lukas, the Jokic's, in terms of what's changing the game, because that's what we want to say. He also has changed the game. Which guys now that have the ability to average a triple double weren't just like naturally talented and those just had those skills already? Luka came in the game already a good rebounder for his size, or a guy that gives you a higher amount of rebounds. Luka came in the game with the ability to pass the ball and was a playmaker, and he came to the game with the ability to score. The same thing with Jokic. Jokic has always been a good rebounder for a center. Jokic has always been a offensively gifted center. He's always had the passing ability. They've just been naturally able to do this. They're given the ball, so now they're able to do this. Which guys, since Russ averaged a triple-double, didn't come in with them qualities, didn't have those qualities, but after Russ did it, then they started, now this playmaking bag is insane. Hold on, Jokic. Because
keep going, Dom. Keep going, Dom.
Because Ron, if you look at your example of, no one's a greater shooter than Steph, but Steph changed the game because there were people who weren't shooting three-pointers or weren't perceived as shooters now starting to shoot threes. We've seen a guy like Brook Lopez extend his game because of the change Steph had. They don't have to do it like Steph, but the thought, like you said, the thought changed. I have to shoot threes now, so he started to shoot threes. So what guy wasn't a rebounder at all, but after 2017, after 2016, after 2018, 2017, 2018, 2019, they decided now I'm going to start getting boards. Which guy wasn't getting assists after 2017, 2018, 2019? Now let me start playmaking more. Which guy was it?
Damo, you obviously have to have the talent to be able to do it.
Hold on. I'm going to answer the question, Ron.
I want to hear
because Jokic, in those first 4 or 5 years before 2018, Jokic averaged 7 rebounds, 9.8, 10.7, and 10.8 for a big. Cool, no problem. The last 4 years, Jokic have averaged 13.9 this year, which leads the league, 11.8, 13.8, and 10.8 the last 4 years. So his rebounding has went up substantially from the first 5 years in the league. And then also his assists. In his first 5 years, Jokic averaged 2.4, 4.9, 6.1, 7.3. After 2018, 2019, from this year back, is 8.4, 9.8, 7.9, 8.3, and 7 assists per game. So his assists immensely. No. I'm saying he's played more. No. Listen, I said he has played. But hold on. Versus when he came in the league, the first 5-6 years, Jokic's game has completely shifted down into a triple-double merchant. Is what I'm saying, and you can see that by You can see that by how he plays. And Mars admits this. They hunt triple doubles. They hunt analytics on that team. That's why they put him with certain lineups when Jamal Murray's in the game, because they hunt those. So yes, Russ made dudes hunt triple doubles now. A lot more. He made dudes want to hunt that.
And the reason why you don't see it as much is because they realize that it's incredibly difficult to do on a consistent basis, like Russ did it. Just like
it doesn't equal winning basketball. Hunting triple doubles
has been in the playoffs every year as a starter. What are you talking about?
What I said, what I'm saying is, I'm telling you, hunting triple doubles does not.
He won the chip last year. He won the chip last year.
Didn't Joker average a triple double in the playoffs?
Thank you. He won the chip last year, nigga.
I didn't say that. I said hunting triple doubles does not mean that you're gonna win basketball games.
He just won the chip.
He didn't hunt triple doubles to average a triple double in the finals.
I know who won the championship. Thank you. What I'm saying is, I know who won the championship. I know who was in the playoffs. What I'm saying is, hunting triple doubles does not equal winning basketball. And I'm not gonna sit here and listen to you tell me that Jokic start averaging more rebounds and assists because he was trying to be like Russell Westbrook.
First of all, we
He
only
did it
talking
after
about
2018.
and
He did it after 2018.
And in the league,
Okay.
and in the league full of super.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, Damo. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Because this narrative-driven crap is about to really make me pop a gasket. This is insane. If you're gonna tell me Jokic, who came in the game in 2016, was his rookie year, Jokic, a player that literally gradually increased his minutes until the time frame we were talking about, Ticket, to where he entered his peak or his prime. Jokic, you're literally sitting here saying the development of Jokic just becoming a better player, Jokic growing is, he just started hunting for triple doubles. Or maybe, just maybe, Jokic became a great enough player to where he was just that productive and that team was so dependent on him. Maybe
now, the last few years, Damo, you're gonna say he wasn't hunting triple doubles the last few years? Are you gonna come on here and say, hold on, you don't think, hold on, Damo, the last 2 or 3 years?
His first season in the NBA.
I'll ask you a question. Do you think Jokic hunted?
I'm not done. You literally sat here and said in 2016, he only averaged 7 assists, but the rest of his career, it jumps up to 9 and 10. 2016 was his rookie year, Ticket. He only played 20
I didn't say he averaged 7 assists. I didn't say he averaged 7 assists.
7 rebounds. The rebounds. I'm sorry.
Yeah, rebounds.
You literally said, he averaged 7 rebounds his rookie year, but then it just goes up at 17, 18. He was a rookie playing 21 minutes. And the moment he started getting starter minutes, he's averaging double-digit rebounds routinely. It's not a hunting thing.
But it went up to 13.9 now.
Oh, because he's a dominant rebounder.
Yo, Damo, I get the point that you're making. My point was never that dudes are out here hunting triple doubles. The thing about it is you're as good as you are. You're gonna everybody has good intentions. You're trying to get as many assists as you possibly can. You're trying to get as many. If you can grab a rebound, you're gonna grab a rebound. If you can score, you're gonna score. So your stats are gonna be what your stats are. I'm assuming that these guys are playing as hard as they possibly can and they're accumulating as much stats. I just find it ironic that since Russell Westbrook started getting triple doubles, all of a sudden the spike in triple doubles just went through the roof. And we've talked about Jokic, we've talked about Luka, but I can give you a list of other guys that all of a sudden just started getting a bunch of triple doubles. And we can go back historically and look. There weren't many guys getting triple doubles in the 2000s. You had
when you talk about the spike in triple doubles, like who?
Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about guys like James Harden. Yes, I'm gonna put James Harden on that list. Okay, Russell Westbrook's play absolutely influenced James Harden. Absolutely. Yes, James Harden was the first guy right after James Harden. Then you got guys like Draymond Green.
Okay.
Then you got guys like Sabonis.
Right.
Then you got guys like and guys you wouldn't even think of. Ja Morant last year.
Right.
He was second or third in the NBA in triple doubles last year. Ja Morant. Then you got guys like DeJounte Murray. See, you wouldn't even think DeJounte Murray would be on that list. All of a sudden, I'm just saying this is what.
Go ahead. So why is he? So we just don't understand that. If the pace of the game is faster, there's more rebounds, and if people are shooting more threes, guards are going to get more rebounds.
Okay, and I can say the same thing about 3-point shooting, and I can say the same thing about 3-point shooting.
I changing the game as much as other people do. I've said that many times. I don't credit Steph for changing.
Marcus, I'm not directly talking to you. I'm talking to the people that are crediting Steph.
And I'm only crediting myself. I'm saying if we understand how the game has changed, the reason people weren't getting triple doubles like that in the 2000s is because A, the game was slower, and B, the guards aren't going to get as many rebounds if all the rebounds are falling to the bigs. And
so what's the fastest era?
Can we go
back and look at the fastest era? Can we go look at the
when Chamberlain was playing?
So what year is that, Chill? What year is that?
And guess who was getting the most triple doubles? Chamberlain.
And then after that, who?
Now we got
list me 3 guys.
I think Oscar Robertson. He went 30, 10, and 9 for like 8 years.
Oscar Robertson for like 5 years was like 1 assist away from doing it, but that's besides the point. When we look at how the pace of the game has changed, the fastest eras of the league were the 60s, the early 70s, and now. Guess where we find people averaging close to triple doubles? The 60s, the early 70s, and now. We can clearly correlate the pace of the league to the triple doubles in the NBA. The 90s and the 2000s is when the least amount of triple doubles were occurring. Guess why? Because the pace of the game was at its lowest. If there's less possessions, there's less rebounds to get. And if there's less rebounds to get, you're going to get less people averaging double-digit rebounds. And let's use our, as Ox likes to say, our think box. If who gets most of the assists? Is it the guards or the bigs? It's the guards. And if the guards
no, that's not true, Mars.
For the majority of NBA history,
it's for the majority of NBA history, but it's a different era.
I'm going to get to today's game, Ron. Just wait. I'm going to get to today's game. For the majority of NBA history, who gets most of the assists? The guards. And guess who's going to struggle to get most of the rebounds for NBA history? If there's less 3-point shots, less long distance shots, and bigger bigs in the paint. The guards. So they're going to struggle to average 10 rebounds. Now, in today's game, we have bigs like Jokic and Sabonis who are running the offense through them. And now Alpin Sengun, shout out to him, where the offense is getting run through them more. So you're seeing more bigs average 10 assists, which is why they're going to be closer to triple doubles because they're likely to get 10 rebounds. But we can clearly see the game has changed in how the game is played with pace of the game, outside shots, leading to more people getting triple doubles. Now, attributing that to Russell Westbrook's impact, you can do that if you want. I think there's just a clear correlation to how the game's changing and why people are getting more triple doubles. The same way I think there was a correlation with how the game is changing and Steph Curry's influence. I think the game was heading in this direction. Steph Curry just sped it up. I've never given Steph Curry credit for changing the game because I already saw Daryl Morey and what he was doing in Houston. I saw what Mike D'Antoni was doing in Phoenix. I saw what Jeff Van Gundy was doing. Stan Van Gundy was doing in Orlando. I saw the change. I saw what Miami Heat was doing with Eric Spoelstra running small ball with Chris Bosh at the 5, stretching out defenses. I've seen that happen. It was a gradual improvement that was going to happen eventually. Steph Curry is just the greatest shooter of all time, and we give him the credit for changing the game as if he couldn't already see what was happening when Houston were leading the league in 3-point attempts every year before Steph Curry even became an MVP. We could see it was happening. Steph Curry just got given credit for it. The same way we're giving Russell Westbrook credit for people averaging triple doubles, but we can just see the game's changed. That's just how it is. The game has changed. Was it going to change with or without Russell Westbrook? But probably, because James Harden averaged like 27, 11, and 8 in 2017. We're going to say Russell Westbrook's 2 rebounds changed the game? I don't think they did personally. But if you think they did, fine. That's your prerogative. I disagree.
Even if that's true, Mars, which it is, to be honest with you, when you talk about the pace of the game, when you talk about the Denver Nuggets, I'd like to think that the half-court offense, which they run through Joker, him being the passer that he is, that helps his assist total. It's not just him now racking up assists. It's because of the offense, not just because they play fast. Number 2, Russ made it look like it was simple. The reason why guys aren't doing it more on a consistent basis like Russ was doing it is not only because of the pace, because it's incredibly difficult. Just like it's incredibly difficult to shoot the long ball off the bounce 25 feet from the basket, like Steph Curry was doing. It is historic, and that's why nobody. And don't get me wrong, I'm on your page with Steph Curry not changing the game more than he enhanced it. I definitely get with that. Russ, on the other hand, I feel like what he did is incredibly difficult. That's why nobody else is doing it on a consistent basis like he's doing it. And he changed people's thinking about it because people think that because a smaller guy is able to get 12, 13, even 20 rebounds in a game, that, this is something that other people can do. No, you can't. That's why you don't see a lot of.
He's for sure the best rebounding point guard we've ever seen, in my opinion.
That's the,
I don't think there's an argument for
that. And that's the point that I'm making, that it's incredibly difficult to do. And that's where Russ changed it because he made people think that everybody can do this. No, you can't. You can't do this at a consistent basis on a consistent level. Essentially, when you average in a triple-double, Mars, that almost means you're involved in every play, in every game, every night. That's not happening on a regular basis with guys like guards, like Trae Young, like Kawhi Leonard. Russ did it 4 times in 5 years. That's ridiculously hard to do.
Yo, Dale, what's going on, brother?
It's a little loud back here, but I have a very interesting take on all of this stuff.
You in the lab right now?
Yeah,
that's what's up. It sounds beautiful over there.
Okay. So one, Russ didn't change the game because of triple doubles. I'm sorry, I can't. Russ doing it, it's all fun and game, but he didn't change because changing is what. Hold on. Changing to me is what Steph did. I think the triple double marquee for Draymond, Sabonis. Who else named people? It was Draymond. All this is the change in the offense because of Steph Curry. I attest to triple doubles and everything I attested to Steph Curry and what he did. All of that because the offense, yes, 100%. The offense changing the way it did is all predicated on shooting threes. That's the only reason the offense.
But that's baloney because Russ was doing it. Hold on, Russ was doing this before Steph. Russ was doing this before Steph influenced anybody to average them their triple double. Draymond Green wasn't averaging a triple double. Hold on, when did Draymond Green ever average a triple double?
No one's done that other than Russ. That's a silly question.
Draymond Green was a triple single.
Yo, let me ask you.
Draymond Green was a triple. Hold on. But not only that, not only that, he had a couple years where he averaged 12, and 1 year we averaged 14. That was it. 11. That was his best year.
Yeah, I don't think.
Other than that,
I don't think Joe's point was Draymond Green gets triple doubles because of that. I don't.
So hold on. No. His point was that Steph's style of play influenced other dudes to get No. But I'm asking Dale. Hold on. I'm asking Dale.
You're not asking me nothing. You're cutting me off.
Nigga, how does that make sense? What you say about Steph Curry?
Let me talk.
Well, let him explain it so it can maybe make.
He's about to explain. Ticket. Let's hear it, Dale.
It makes sense to me because when did Russ become Russell Westbrook? From 2015, 2016 and on. Russ been killing with KD and all that stuff. But when everybody offense changed, then when KD left, Russ blossomed into who Russ is. They're giving Russ the ball to go. Sabonis, who else? Draymond Green. Everybody's playing for the three-point shot.
Who was the three-point shooters for Russ?
Who was the what?
Who was the three-point shooters for Russ?
I can't say Russ changed the game for Russell Westbrook. We're not talking about how did Russ get.
No, you said no. You said Steph Curry. You said Steph Curry's style of play influenced. Hold on. I'm saying to you, how is that when Russ is a completely different?
I didn't say it influenced Russell Westbrook at all.
No, you said influence. No, you said it influenced the triple doubles.
Yes,
I'm asking you, how did hold on?
Offense changes. Hold on. Offense changes because of the 3-point shot.
That's not true.
Hold up. Ticket. Hold up. Let him explain it.
Basically,
the Phoenix Suns was playing like that. The Phoenix Suns was playing 7 seconds or less. That allowed you to be able to get up there in the stats before Steph Curry started playing like that.
Exactly. Perfect. That's a perfect example. When the Phoenix Suns did that, who the fuck followed them? Who followed them? Name another team.
What are you talking about? They followed Nelly Ball, nigga. Nelly was doing it before then. John Nelson, nigga. Golden State Warriors, nigga. You want to keep cooking your sorry ass?
You're not understanding. When they did it, there was a singular team doing that. We're not going with D'Antoni because they're going to lose in the playoffs. When the Warriors did it through Steph and the offense and the spacing and shooting threes the way they do, getting small ball basketball, the power forward is now becoming like another point guard on the team.
That influenced triple doubles?
The 3-point shot, the spacing, the point guard, the power forward becoming more in the offense.
So let me ask you this question, Dale. Let me ask you this question because I love you, brother. Let me ask you this question. How did Oscar Robertson do it in all those years then? If he wasn't playing in that same effing offense as Steph Curry,
because that was
make it make sense.
150 possessions a game.
No. I Dale. Dale's a mathematician.
I'm not a mathematician, and the fact that you went to Oscar Robertson. In this, it just proves that you're not even comprehending what I'm saying.
You're saying that Steph Curry influenced his style of play, influenced triple doubles in this era. I'm asking you, how is that possible when Oscar Robinson, Irvin Magic Johnson, and all these dudes were already lingering around those type of numbers the way they played back then?
You're naming singular people. Magic. Then from Magic to Oscar, that's it. Now you go from Sabonis to Draymond to even Tyrese Haliburton to the next player of DeJounte Murray. All these people was hovering. James Harden, Luka Doncic. All these players is an open basketball, catch and shoot, drive and shoot, 3-point shots. We are all aiming for the three. Yes, everybody's shooting more threes because of Steph, and we're not.
No. That's why I disagree with you on Dale. That's why I disagree with you at Dale. Mike D'Antoni was a player. Hold on. Mike D'Antoni had opened the game before Steph Curry. That was all 3-point shooting. Hold on. That was all 3-point shooting, quick hitting. And if Steve Nash was a better rebounder, he'd have probably averaged triple doubles because he averaged double doubles easy. Let me finish. Go before that with the Dallas Mavs. Go before that with the Dallas Mavs. No, I'm saying. I'm telling you that dudes had systems where they could have been doing that before Curry came around. It was systems that invited you to average those type of numbers. Mike D'Antoni's system did. Don Nelson's system did. His system did with the Mavs and with the Golden State Warriors. But you didn't see many people doing it. You didn't see Steve Nash doing it. But I'm saying this. I'm saying this though. Many years before that, before Steph Curry even came around, guess what, Chilltown? It was a man by the name of Irvin Magic Johnson. And what was he doing, Chilltown? Playing fast-paced basketball, Showtime Lakers. And what was he doing, Chilltown? Nearly averaging triple doubles. What about Big Oscar Robertson, Chilltown? How was they playing in Big O's era, Chilltown? Wasn't that one of the fastest eras? So I know Steph Curry come and his style invited niggas to start getting triple doubles. No, what happened was this. What happened was you had a dude like Russell Westbrook, who was ultra gifted, who was ultra gifted, who we hadn't seen a dude like, and here's what made it so special for us was his size, that he was able to get all those rebounds, that he was able to score the points and get all those assists. He led the league in assists in 3 years. He led the league in scoring before, and he was up in the top 5 in rebounding. So no, we hadn't seen it. Ain't no Steph Curry effing offense influence that type of play. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Guess what? The OKC Thunder don't play no Steph Curry Warriors type offense.
Okay, perfect. Yo, Ticket, you have to let me speak because everything you're saying.
Let him rock, Ticket.
You are contradicting what I'm trying to say. Just listen to me for 1 second. What you're saying about Russell Westbrook, you are 100% correct. But no other player y'all named in getting triple-double, the Lucas, all these, they are not Russell Westbrook at all. So you can't say it's a Russell Westbrook because none of these players are prime Russell. They're not athletic enough. They're not big. None of these guards is prime Russell Westbrook. So leave that one right there. When we're talking about why is in triple-double so influxed by so many, it's because of the pace of the game, how fast they're going. You're getting the ball up the court, and you are shooting threes. The pace of the game changed because of what? The three-point shot. 100%. That's one. And if I bring up players like Scottie Pippen, Jason Kidd, Grant Hill, if they all played in this era, the way they played with this pace, they would have been in the same triple-double moniker because of the pace this game is playing. And the pace changed because of the three-point shot. That's the only reason the pace changed. It's because
no,
of
but I'm saying to you, okay,
my answer to you was this.
Hold up. Let him finish.
Last year, y'all brought up Jokic and average in the final. What type of offense do the Nuggets run?
Do Jokic? Offense through Jokic? Pass to Jokic at the top of the perimeter and let Jokic orchestrate the offense? They don't play that Steph Curry offense.
Orchestrate for what?
A lot of high pick.
What do you mean? They pass the ball to Jokic at the top of the perimeter.
Answer your question, Dell.
Is Jokic dumping it down to someone?
No.
Or he's finding shooters? Is he finding shooters?
They play off of him. That's correct. They play
find shooters.
Yeah, a lot of high pick and roll.
Steph Curry don't play like that.
A lot of high pick and roll.
Whenever you bring up Steph Curry, whenever you bring up Russell Westbrook, you're negating the fact. I'm not saying that's how Steph played. Steph is the fucking system. Russell Westbrook was the system. His triple-double is because of Russell Westbrook. But when you're influxing it by so much things, it's because the court is opened up because of Stephen Curry. The game is opened up because of Stephen Curry. Back in the early 2000s, when you had the Shaqs, everybody was going after big men. You was going after Shaq. You was going after Yao Ming. You was going after power forwards like Tim Duncan with Jermaine O'Neal. Because of
Let me ask you a question. Was the court open when J. Kidd took the Nets to the finals, nigga?
What does that have to do with it? Was
the court open when J. Kidd took the Nets to the finals? Answer that question, Dale.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
No, I'll ask you. What style of play was the Nets playing with J. Kidd?
Listen. I'm not changing the narrative of what you're trying to get on with whatever you're trying to get on because you're bringing up Jason Kidd. All I brought up Jason Kidd. If he was in this era prime Jason Kidd, he'll be on the triple-double watch every freaking night. And we all know that. But
do you know where he's at on the list? All these dudes you're saying, Dale. This is why what you're saying is total monkey crap. Because if you look at the all-time list for triple-doubles, bro, a lot of those dudes are old school cats. The new school cats got a long ways to go with this new pace to even catch them. So go look up. I dare you right now, Dale. And this is why I'm going to cook your ass. NBA, hold on. All-time.
No, I'm not going to stop because you don't have to. What you're arguing is nothing what I'm saying. What you're arguing is you're just literally talking just to talk. And you're arguing something that I'm not saying.
Dale, your logic is the three-point shot enhanced the game. And with the three-point shot enhancing the game, that sped the game up. With the game speeding up now, there's more opportunity to get rebounds. There's more opportunity because the game's more wide open. The basket is more wide open and guys can get to the basket more. There's more opportunities to pass to guys. I can get with that, sure.
Hold on. And look. Chill.
Is that what he said? Is that what you saying, Dale?
Chill. When we're coming up, right? It's a dump it down, slow the game, 90s basketball.
Throw the ball in the Ewing, throw the ball in the Olajuwon.
I was going straight to Patrick Ewing. People hated watching the Knicks. We're doing that. When the game went to small ball basketball, it was called a death lineup by the Warriors with whoever they have. It's an open free space.
Right. It wasn't the Warriors who started that. I call you on your bullshit. The Phoenix Suns started that. Excuse me. Nelly Ball started that. Hold on. Nelly Ball started that small ball. Hold on. Nelly, Don Nelson. Hold on. So now I'm gonna annihilate your ass, Deltown, because you can't stand in the room with me either. Del, hold on, Del. You cannot stand in no room with me. Hey, Del, because I want to give you this fact, Del. I want to give you this fact. Hold on. I'm gonna give you this fact right here, Del. All-time leaders in triple doubles. All-time leaders in triple doubles. Guess what? Russell Westbrook, new school. Oscar Robinson, old school. Magic Johnson, old school. Jokic, new school. LeBron, new school. J. Kidd, old school. Wilt, old school. James Harden, new school. Larry Bird, old school. Doncic, new school. Fat Liver, old school. Giannis, new school. Bob Cousy, old school. DeMonis, new school. Simmons, new school. Rondo, new school. So guess what? Most of those all-time leaders are mixed in the old school with the new school. So that new style that they've been playing the last 15 to 20 years, it still haven't helped them pass Oscar, Magic, Kidd. Okay. Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. And all you naming all that stuff is perfect. So, and I just want to error. Oh, a yes or no. Is it easier now to get triple doubles now or before? Which is easier?
Before.
What?
Yes, it was before, because I'm gonna tell you why. Listen. Look at the style of play. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna explain why to you. I'm gonna explain why it's easier. Hold on. I'm gonna explain why it's easier. I'm gonna explain why. Can I explain why?
Hold up right quick. Take it. Hold up.
I'm about to leave and I might come back at 1. I've been on this show all this time, and that answer from you is the only time I could say you're a liar, because you watch basketball. You know how hard it was to get assists back in the day compared to now to them just giving them 2 dribbles and still count the assists. And because you watch basketball. So for you to sit there and lie for this bullshit point you're trying to make, I'll see you guys back at 1 o'clock.
Bro, hold on. Dale, I'm not lying. First of all, I thought it was easier. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I thought it was easier for Magic Johnson to get assists in that era than it is today. I thought it was easier for J. Kidd to get assists because they were better setup men. When you're a better setup man, it's easier for you to get assists. I thought it was easier for Wilt to get assists because he's getting triple team and quadruple team damn near every possession. Nigga, if you can't talk basketball with me, don't stand in the room. I thought it was easier for Larry Bird to get triple doubles and assists. You know why? Because Larry Bird drew so much attention. Look at all the other great players he had around in the finish. So don't tell me just because you play in this era today, it's easier to get triple doubles. If that's the case, all those other dudes I named will be on that list. And guess who's top 20 on this list, Chilltown? Michael Jeffrey Jordan is top 20 on the all-time triple doubles list. Now, how is that possible? How is Grant Hill, who spent half of his career hurt, above Michael Jordan on the triple double list? What about John Havlicek in the top 20 list? Bob Cousy, top 20 list. Fat Lever, top 20 list. Larry, Wilt, J. Kidd, Magic, Oscar, all them dudes in the top 20 list. So it's even. You can't make an argument with me when it's even right down the line as far as old school and new school on the triple double list. And yes, for Michael Jordan to get triple doubles, it wouldn't have been as hard for Mike. Chilltown knew this. Mike averaged a triple double easy when they put him at the starting guard. Am I lying, Chilltown? Did Mike not average triple double when they put him on the point?
Yeah, 15 of them in the season.
Thank you. He started the season averaging triple double. And why was Mike going to get triple doubles easy? Because Michael Jordan was catching double teams, and what was he doing when he passed out the double teams? Passing to open shooters, open cutters, guys getting easy buckets because those guys are getting double teamed more. Now it's harder to double team guys because you got other guys that can actually score the ball better on your team versus what they had back in the day. So now guys playing one-on-one, it's a little harder to get those assists sometimes, in my opinion. Now, if they don't want to say they're giving away assists, that's different. But when you play with a guy like Oscar Robinson, chill. They got a double. They got a double Larry Bird.
Again, Mars, I feel like the logic, my whole point with Russ changing the game as a triple-double guy was that he made it look like it was something simple. And it's incredibly difficult to do. And guys tried to do it. And I don't think that we give Russell Westbrook nearly enough credit as a lead guard for doing something like that for as long as he did it on a consistent basis. I feel like that's something that, because other guys in the league ended up following that and tried to do it, but they realized how difficult it was to do it on a consistent basis like Russ did. That's my whole point in this whole thing in terms of changing it.
All right, this is a perfect time to go ahead and read off some super chats. Ezekiel Barning said, Damo's rant about Darvin Ham being a terrorist on Twitter brings me to tears.
Nah, man. You don't know what brings me to tears? Every time Chilltown sends me a message, it's just propaganda against my team. This is insane. Today's randomly 9:30 my time. I get a message from Chill. I'm like, okay, I wonder what this is to make me sad today. It's a breakdown of Rui Hachimura's stats, which are fantastic, but he averages the ninth most. Well, he's ninth on the list in terms of minutes for the Lakers.
Why is he not on the floor? Why is he not on the floor? Why?
Like, I'm not going to blame Darvin Ham after that.
Why is he not on the floor? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Why is he not on the floor?
Mars and Ticket, they get nice conversations about the game. They get nice updates about their teams. Me, propaganda on why I gotta hate more. Fuels the fire. Y'all think somebody's OG's a scumbag because he be fueling the fire for me to talk about the Lakers. That's what it is.
No, I don't. Let me tell you what I do. Y'all dudes up here, everybody talk about, Damo, your girl, she is okay. And I'm sending Damo pictures of his chick out with other dudes. That's what I'm doing. While everybody telling them, and the whole logic is, she ain't that bad. Meanwhile, I'm sending Damo pictures. Damo, this is where she was last night. This is who she was with last night. This is who she was with a couple of days ago. That's her right there.
Chill, that'll drive a man crazy.
Man.
Daniel Smith said Victor Wembanyama, Christian Wood, Cam Thomas, Jordan Poole. L ticket predictions.
Well, Cam Thomas is incomplete because he's hurt, and he's still top 5 in the league in scoring. So you're wrong about that. Christian Woods, his prediction's been well. He's been playing pretty damn good for the Lakers. He's helped the Lakers win 2 or 3 games this year. So you're wrong about that, sucker. And Victor Wembanyama, hey, it ain't my fault. He's got a terrorist as a head coach and Greg Popovich. And who the hell are you?
We had a draft. We had a 25.
The chat saying the James Wiseman prediction. I agree with the chat.
On Fluent and Chill last night, we had a 25 and under draft, and I forgot about Wemby, and he didn't get picked to the 3rd round. He didn't get picked by me, so I fired myself as a GM. Just so you guys know, on the spot, I fired myself.
Was the draft based on right now or going forward?
25 and under. That's what it was.
But based on how they are right now or potential?
Just guys that's 25.
Oh yeah, you're
right
correct,
now.
Yeah.
And I fired myself when I think Tone picked Wemby with the 3rd pick, and I'm like, Wemby was on the board and I passed on him. I fired myself.
Who went 1st and 2nd?
Luka and Tatum. Oh, Tatum's 26, I think.
No, he's 25.
So Luka and Tatum.
Yeah, those two did.
Yeah.
Okay. Your Highness,
De'Aaron Fox didn't work, Ox, because De'Aaron Fox turned 26 next month. Literally.
Would you say, Damo?
The Amani Bates prediction is looking like an L from Ticket too.
Nigga, shut your ass up, nigga. Talk about that. Talk about that prediction from the Detroit Pistons. Nigga. How about that?
Hey, Kane looks fine. Asor looks fine. JD looks fine.
I asked you about K. I asked you about K. The prediction is not looking good. The playing spot is not looking good.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. As of right now, the record's looking cooked, but that's fine. Mere pennies and consolation points. The players are fine. The guys I knew will be guys are guys. It's just the rest of the stuff. The injury to the vets, all that stuff is just nasty. But everybody I said that would be good is good on the Pistons. Unlike how Ticket was saying how certain players would be good on that
team. You said they were going to be a good team. Stop lying, nigga.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. When you watch them play, they look like a good team until the last 5 minutes, and then they.
So what's that? Hold on. Do you think that's coaching, or do you think that's Kate Cunningham?
I'm not gonna lie. Listen, from the games I've seen, I wanted to blame Monty for a lot of stuff I was looking at, but you got to put into perspective in the context the fact that they are hurt and they don't have their vets. So it's more like how it is with the Spurs of they are just trying things out. And some of these teams with these young players might not be looking to push as soon as you think. So maybe I'm just early on the Pistons. I'm looking at them as, hey, let the young guys play meaningful basketball and And Monty is like, okay, we're a year out from being the team I want us to be. Let me still work with some stuff. So I could have been wrong. I could be wrong about the Pistons as a team and what they're trying to do, but still be right in the fact that their young guys are phenomenal. JD and Cade are great. Cade and JD are the best duo. Asor is top 3 rookie.
Hey, Damo, like I told you this past summer, I said it was Cade and Bojan. Bojan's not there, obviously, but as of right now, it's Cade and Asor, if you ask me.
You're just saying that because JD's been hurt the past couple games with the ankle, so he hasn't been there. When he's there, more times than not, even with Asor looking great, you can't ignore what JD's doing.
JD been playing
Bro,
solid.
All them dudes be listening to us too. JJ Redick, I seen what you did yesterday trying to bring Tyrese Haliburton on your show, bro. Bro, it actually ain't gonna change my mind. It ain't gonna change my mind until I see him playing some meaningful games in the postseason. So until then, yeah, like I said before, we stand on business.
I wonder
That's how I know you hate.
I wonder what you have to do for Ticket to just change his mind about when meaningful games are important. Because with Cam Thomas, it didn't matter, but with Tyrese Haliburton,
no. With Cam Thomas,
what do you have to do for it to be like?
No. With Cam Thomas, I'm just talking about scoring. He said what they said about what y'all said about Haliburton is that Chill led a statement said he can see Haliburton in 2 years being one of the second lead guard in the NBA. I disagree with that.
We're gonna have a serious
totally disagree. Listen, bro, and hold on, Chill. You know how many people hit me up yesterday about that conversation me, you, and Damo had on that? I had like at least 80 people hit me up yesterday about that conversation, bro. And they were upset with Damo by even thinking that this dude is on Luka Doncic level playmaking. I just thought that was the worst thing Damo could ever say, most disrespectful thing that he could say, even without scoring. I just think that was the most disrespectful thing to say.
Tell all 80 of them to pull up, and I'll call all of them idiots.
Well, no, I'm just saying because you said based off scoring, but let's be real. Tyrese Haliburton's playmaking is based off his ability to score the ball too. Because if he couldn't score the ball, he wouldn't be able to play make as well as he is right now.
I
got quiet.
I think it's a crazy.
Haliburton
he's better than Luka as a playmaker, but
thank you, Mars. Got another one with me.
Well, yeah, I said that when he said it the first time. I just stayed out of the last conversation because they're terrible conversations. So I just stayed.
I don't see where Damo sees that. I don't see where he sees it. No, I'm saying, but I don't agree with that. I'm just saying I don't know if you're talking about like passing with as far as your mind, as far as hitting dudes, opening the spot they need to score. Or I think Luka does that too. Because if you look at Luka and you look at his playmaking, nobody else. No, I'm saying, but nobody else on Dallas outside of Kyrie Irving scores without Luka Doncic like that. Nobody gets off like that without Luka getting them shots. Nobody can walk out there and just go get buckets without Luka.
He makes every walk out there get buckets without Luka.
Who?
Same with Kyrie. Jaden Ivey.
No, I said outside of
Jalen Hardy. Jalen Hardy. I'm sorry. It's too many guys with J's.
I just don't see that, man. I don't see that. And I still
whenever Hardy's on the court, he can go get him a bucket.
Based off what I seen against the Lakers the other night, I am more assured now I'm on Bob's side that he ain't better than De'Aaron Fox. Based off what I saw the other night too against the Lakers, and what I've seen from De'Aaron Fox, he ain't better than De'Aaron Fox. That nigga De'Aaron Fox cold. That nigga De'Aaron Fox is cold. He can go straight up.
He can definitely go.
I agree. Kill. He's the guy. De'Aaron Fox is the guy that is on the way all the way up. He's the guy that's headed to superstar status. You putting up 30 a game in the league and then there's 7 assists. That's the dude we need to be talking about, not Tyrese Haliburton. We need to be talking about the dude who actually got his team in the playoffs.
Why can't we just talk about both of them?
No, because he actually got his team in the playoffs playing meaningful games. Tyrese Haliburton's in a weak
I have De'Aaron Fox over Tyrese Haliburton. What are we talking about?
I don't.
This shit makes me crazy. I'm trying to be cool here, but this goofy ass dude in the lodge in the chat is this shit makes me crazy, man. This dude can keep going. No, it's so stupid. First and foremost, I never said Luka wasn't getting better. I never said that Luka wasn't getting better. And you think it's funny that it's so crazy that the dude sends a super chat to start the show, right? He sends a super chat to start the show about me. I keep saying this over and over again, but I'm not going to entertain this. I'm not going to entertain this. The reason why is because he didn't talk about the Phoenix Suns, who currently are the last team right now. If the playoffs started today, they're the last team in the play-in tournament. But I'm talking about the Cavs, right? I got to talk about the Cavs. But anyway, I'm not gonna involve this dude in the show.
Nah, you didn't say that. You didn't say that on Luka by no stretch of imagination. I didn't say that. He said he thought that Haliburton was gonna get better than the other guys. He didn't say that he was. He said he was gonna be up there with Luka. He didn't say he didn't think Luka was not gonna get better.
You think this shit funny, yo? That this dude.
No, Buddy's saying like that's not him. Like that's a burner account. Like one buddy is one buddy, but two buddy is a different buddy. And I think it's a 3 buddy and a 4 buddy, but I don't know. But he's saying it's not him. So I brought that up.
Guilty by association.
We all guilty by association.
I'm talking about
everybody's buddy up here.
I never said that Luka wasn't getting better. I never said that, and you never heard me say that. You never heard me say that. What you heard me say was Jason Tatum's ceiling, because he came into the game raw, is higher. That's what I said. I didn't say that Luka wasn't getting better. I said that there was still more there from Luka. That's what I said. See, you get yourself in trouble because you hear what you want to hear. And why do you hear what you want to hear? Because you a hater. That's why you hear what you want to hear. In the words of Damo, you just waiting to talk. You don't listen at all. That's what you doing. Fuck out of here, man.
I just want to say in the conversation about Reese, to anybody wondering, I promise you when Ticket was naming players better, when he got to De'Aaron Fox, I agreed. I said, yeah, Fox. Okay, cool.
Right.
Who else? But I agree. I said Ja was under him. I thought he was better than Ja, but De'Aaron Fox is better. So I don't understand what is the. That's what we should be talking about. We should be talking about all of them. I think there's an Earth, maybe not here, but maybe on Earth 2349.
Not this planet. Here. Not this planet.
Maybe not on this Earth, but there is a universe where when we're talking about basketball, we can uplift everybody that's playing well. And just because somebody's playing better than somebody else doesn't devalue what that person is doing. There's a world where the players with expectations to win titles can get praised, just like young players and those tweener guys who are like the 23 to 26 range that are waiting to take that next step up while the superstars are playing can also be praised. There's a world where everybody can just be praised. That's just not here.
Like I said about Tyrese Haliburton, I do feel like in the next 2 years we're going to have a serious conversation about him being from what he's doing right now. It looks like the trajectory that he's on at age 23, that he will be in the conversation, a serious conversation at being the best lead guard in the game. At being the best lead guard in the game.
I don't think we got to wait 2 years. He's
going to be in the conversation. 100%. He will be.
I wish I saw what you guys see.
Yeah, you missing it.
I don't think he's gonna pass De'Aaron. What I'm seeing from De'Aaron, bro, Bob was right about that dude, dog. That dude, man, De'Aaron crazy. And De'Aaron talk shit to you too. Like he was talking shit to them dudes out there on the court, Chip Town against the Lakers.
He was out there mocking Bron. Did y'all see the one time where Bron flopped and then De'Aaron started mocking him, and then the very next possession took the ball from him?
My man, I'm not too worried. Listen. I'm not too worried about any of these De'Aaron antics, man. I got people in Sacramento. They told me about De'Aaron. I'm not worried about these antics, man. I'm not worried about the antics, man.
I don't know if I understand what you're saying.
That's all they are, man. They just antics, man.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought that's what it was. It sounded like.
So you think in a 7-game series? You think the Lakers handle them in a 7-game series, Damo?
Absolutely. What? Them boys are still puppies over there.
Damo, based off what I saw, I'm gonna tell you the truth, Damo. Based off what I saw yesterday, I don't think they can beat them in 7-game series.
Man, based off what you saw yesterday, don't matter. It's the regular season. It was another game. Great game for the Kings. Great game for Sabonis. That was cool. We gotta see them again.
Hey, I just realized I missed the last 2 days. I just realized that, right? I don't got nothing to say about the Kings Lakers game. You know what I'm saying? That's proof is in the pudding. I want to say, man, that man Draymond is a danger to the people of the NBA. He has 2 assaults on his record and an attempted murder. All in the state of California.
Understand the difference between assault and battery. Assault is threatening. When you actually put your hands on somebody, that's
assault and battery.
That's battery.
Assault and battery. In the state of California, it's the same. It's the same penalty basically, except for the fine goes up a little bit. But for assault and battery in the state of California, they get you 6 months in the county for both of those. For attempted.
That's just one count. That's just one count.
Right. For attempted murder, which is what he did to Rudy Gobert, that's attempted second-degree murder because I don't think it was premeditated. But
you don't think that was right, though?
100% it was. Yes, it was.
Attempted second-degree murder in the state of California gets you 5 to 9 in the state penitentiary. Lock that man up.
Draymond's a repeat offender, so I'm pretty sure he's going to get closer to 9 than 5.
That's it.
Hey, Bob.
If you go beef for someone and you're only 18,
that's right.
You'll be out when you're 23.
Right. Man. Just not necessarily killing them, but trying to kill them. I'm only looking at 5 years. That's it.
And it said,
even if someone
in strangulation
right
counts as attempted murder.
Of course.
Bob, in response to what you just said, Bob, the hell with Steve Kerr. And hell with the Golden State Warriors organization. I'm gonna tell you why. Steve Kerr came out yesterday and said he turned his back on Draymond. Said he agreed with the league. They made the right decision. Draymond was wrong. No, he wasn't. Man took up for his team. And I get on Draymond all the time. But the Golden State Warriors have benefited off this clown. They benefited off the back of his shit. They gave him $200 million contracts. And now you want to turn it over and talk about, oh, the league was right, he was wrong. You didn't say that when he punched Jordan Poole eyeballs out in the practice. You didn't say that when he stumped on the Samantha Simone's chest in the playoffs last year when he was helping you win. You didn't say that stuff all these other years when he's kicking dudes in the sack, all these other dudes, he's slamming dudes on the ground. Y'all seen all that video. The Golden State, when he ran KD out of town and called him all types of B's and stuff like that. You didn't say it then. So now why all of a sudden now you turn your back on the man when what he did is that he stood up for Clay. Now, see, if that was the coach and somebody attacked the coach and Draymond came and took up for the coach, you think Steve Kerr be talking like that? No. He would want Draymond to come over there and get his back and not think about the consequences of what's going to happen. So I think that was totally wrong. And Bob, I think I agree with you a lot of stuff on Draymond, but you're wrong about this. And me and Damo talked about, I agreed 100% with Damo yesterday. Don't come over there putting your hand on my teammate. If you put your hand on my teammate, it's on. We're not asking no questions.
Yeah, get your guy. I'm gonna get my guy. You get your
guy. I'm of the same cloth. Ticket. I don't allow people to put their hands on my teammates. I never have. I never will.
Get your guy. That
was attempted murder. He tried to kill him.
But Bob, you're not thinking in that situation, though, Bob. What would you do in that situation?
I would have snatched him up, but I wouldn't have put him in one of these though.
Why we talking about Draymond like he don't already think that Rudy Gobert's soft? He already got a problem with Rudy anyway. So don't make it look like it was just like he would have done that to Jared Allen or he would have done that to anybody.
No. I think so. I think if they put their hands on Steph Clay, I think he would.
Add all of that up with the fact that Draymond already got an issue with Rudy Gobert. Because remember, when Rudy Gobert didn't make the All-Star team and was tearing up, and Draymond got on him about it, calling him soft, calling him punk, and all of that sort of stuff. So now this thing is festered. So now when Draymond sees Rudy Gobert, who he already think is soft as it is, with his hands on Clay, he immediately going to jump on him. I don't think if Tristan Thompson put his hands on Clay like that, he ain't jumping on him. I bet you that. I disagree in that. I disagree in that one situation. The reason why I disagree is because it is. He knows that his bread is buttered by Clay and Steph. Those are the two guys that buttered his bread all these years. Those are the two guys that defended him when everybody else was against him. Those are the two guys that kept telling the team to give $100 million contracts. So Draymond Green, when he's pushed lines, he's done that all in the name of Steph Curry, all in the name of Klay Thompson. So those are the two guys I do believe he'll do it for. I don't agree with what Bob said because, like I said, when it's your teammates, I'm not thinking about nothing. Like Damo said, man, you put your hand on one of my teammates, bro. Look, everything's off the table, dog. We'll talk about it later on. So my whole thing was I don't respect Steve Kerr because as a coach, he should have just said nothing. He should not have turned his back on Draymond like that, talking about the league was right and Draymond is wrong and he deserved to be punished. He should not have said that because of all the stuff y'all let him get away with. The man punched Jordan Poole out and y'all didn't even suspend him one game during the regular season. The man ran KD off and you suspended him one game for running KD off. One game for running KD off. You understand what I'm saying? And all the stuff he did to KD. Then stomping Sabonis in the chest. Y'all ain't nothing about that as a team. Y'all condone that. Y'all said that the league was wrong and them people for suspending Draymond when he stomped Sabonis in the chest. So now all of a sudden you're going to turn your back on him when you've enabled this foolishness all this time? No, man, he's a clown, bro. And if I was Draymond, I wouldn't respect that cat no more, period.
All right, y'all, I got a few super chats. Then we're going to talk about the teams that are in the most trouble at this state in the season. There's some teams that are struggling, and we know they're just getting off to a slow start. And then there's some teams that are struggling, and it's like, you might not make it. So we're going to get everybody's predictions from that and everybody's thoughts on that topic. But for right now, Your Highness Charles said, can someone please explain to me what the Warriors are doing? Trade these young guys and picks and get Steph a legit number 2. I said Mikal Bridges yesterday.
Trade Klay Thompson. What do you mean, young guys? Trade Klay Thompson. He is the problem, not the young guys. Klay Thompson is the problem. Respectfully. Shout out to Klay Thompson.
So you think Zach LaVine's the answer, Marsh?
No, I think they're not going to win no matter what they do. I think if they think they're going to win, they're deluded. I think if it was up to me, I would just.
No, I'm saying, would you do a deal for around Klay Thompson if you could get LaVine and Caruso?
Oh, for sure, I would do the trade, but they're not going to win. But I would do the trade for sure. But
that deal, Klay
doesn't have. I think Klay Thompson's at a point where he's going to get his legacy at this point.
Yeah, no. I'm saying to you. You don't think that right now where LaVine is at, you don't think he helps you more than what Clay helps you right now?
He for sure helps more than Clay.
Oh, okay, so now hold on. So hold on. So now you put Caruso with that and his defensive pressure. You don't think those two guys in exchange for a guy like a Clay and maybe one of those other pieces off the bench, or in a pick, you don't think that helps the Warriors get better than what they are right now?
You know, they get better than what they are, but they're not going to win. Nothing they do is going to make them win a championship. They're not going to be better than Denver. They're just not going to. So, in my opinion, see it out with Clay and Draymond and Steph. It's legacy. They've done enough for the franchise. Give Klay Thompson one more 3-year contract. Why not? Who cares? You're not going to win anyway. So, just do whatever you want. Give them their last legacy contract like you did with Draymond last summer. Give Clay his legacy contract this summer. And then just let Steph Curry just never win again. Because at this point, no matter what you do, you're not going to win. Clay for Zach LaVine is not going to win you a championship. And if it does, then I guess, sure. But they're not going to trade them. So, unfortunately, Klay Thompson's washed. And I don't think he even has enough value to get you Zach LaVine at this point. So, I would trade Klay Thompson for James Wiseman at this point. I'm not even going to lie to you.
No, I'm saying Klay Thompson and Wiggins don't get you that. Klay Thompson and Wiggins don't get you LaVine and
Klay Thompson and Wiggins, even though Wiggins has been terrible this season too.
Something going
now
on.
You're just losing your 2-6-7 guys for a 6'5" guy and a 6'4" guy. Your team gets even smaller.
Chill. I told you he ain't been the same since they won the chip. Wiggins has not been the same level since they won the chip, bro.
He looks disinterested more than anything. He doesn't look like like he's somewhere else, and I don't know what it is with him. He just looks disinterested more than anything.
All right, y'all, keeping it lit. It's Mr. GQ to you said, if your girl does not defend you the way Damo defends AD, leave her. It's everyone's fault but his. All right, moving along. Jay Takashi said, did you guys see that Miami game last night? Jimmy Butler went for 36 and Bam went for 20 plus. Jaime Jaquez had an impressive, has been impressive. Plus, boy can ball with the team. Plus, shout out to Chilltown. I'm a Tyrese Haliburton fan now.
May
Brooklyn Nets without.
May I? So, as of right now, the Miami Heat have won 7 in a row, rolling. Bam is 24 and 11. 24 and 11. He's shooting 90% from the stripe. I think that over the last three of the last 5 games, Duncan Robinson is shooting 50% on the long ball. I think we're seeing peak Bam right now. And this is exactly why I've said to you guys more than once, more than twice, more than 3 times. Stop letting these guys off the hook and demand that they get better. Bam playing the way Bam is playing. Duncan Robinson playing the way Duncan Robinson is playing. They're a half a game out of the 2 seed in the East right now. Stop letting these guys off the hook and demand that they get better. When you demand that these guys get better, you see results like this. Bam is playing at an all-league level. He's playing at an all-star level. Jimmy Butler playing like Jimmy Butler. This kid Highsmith that they have, one of the better young players in the league. This Miami Heat team is rolling again. Stop letting these guys off the hook by trading them. Make these guys get better.
I just want to say in that whole super chat, a lot of facts being said. The biggest fact is Jaime is balling. And I said it at the beginning of the season. I said it in the offseason. Don't be surprised when this 10-year college guy, this 4-year college guy, comes in and is very serviceable to the Heat. That's why guys like Lamont's going to get cooked on the 24th because
Damo, I ain't going out like Mars, Damo. I ain't going out like Mars, Damo. I told y'all about how my on draft night. I ain't going out like Mars, Damo.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm just saying before the season, I remember specifically telling Lamont. I told Lamont specifically, hey, man, you criticizing the Heat like they don't got nobody. Jaime's going to be a guy that they bring off the bench and they actually use and utilize, and he laughed it off.
Oh, no, I remember that, Dom. I remember that. I do remember that.
So that's what I'm saying. On the 24th, that's why this guy's getting cooked. That's why I'm not concerned about it because I already know he don't know ball like me. I be trying to put y'all on to these. I tell you these teams. As Conor McGregor would say, I know the impression was horrible, but I knew this. I'm not surprised. I'm glad they got everything together. I'm glad they're not losing hella games now because the beginning of the season was looking kind of nasty for them, but they're clicking. Bam is looking amazing. Hope he keeps this up. And Duncan is, hey, man, Duncan got me right on underdog last night, so shout out to you, Duncan.
Well, I gotta just echo what Damo said, man. Jaime Jaquez, man. You know, that's what happens with sometimes you can't get a one and done guy, a one and done kid, and expect them to come in just produce in the NBA. Sometimes you need to go get those guys that stuck around and, you know what I'm saying, learned how to play basketball. You know what I'm saying?
And I think this Miami Heat team is built. They basically are built with underdogs and overachievers, and they play like that. Jimmy Butler, last pick in the first round, bam, middle of the first round. Jaime Jaquez, middle of the first round. You know, Kyle Lowry, who I think is over, but you know, Duncan Robinson, undrafted. You know, guys like that. These, and they stick to the plan.
Even Tyler Hero too. He feels like he's underrated.
Round. Yeah, Tyler Hero, middle of the first round guys.
Caleb Martin.
They stick to the plan. And what is the plan? Play hard, move the basketball, play defense, rebound, keep the defense on their heels by moving the basketball, and it works. And you got a tough guy in Jimmy Butler who, if you guys can just get us there, I'll do everything I can to get us to the top.
Cool. Keeping it pushing. Speaking of English accents, Damo, and Conor McGregor, it's Mr. GQ to you said English accent. Have you ever heard of the water bottle theory?
It's actually the water bottle analogy. Close enough.
Who was that last super chat? Who was the best?
The best power character is what the question was.
It's Ghost, 100%.
I'm about to say Ghost got done so dirty, and that's why I stopped watching all these extra books and explanation. Man,
I don't like it. I don't have a problem with it. I really want Tariq dead. For him to kill his father, I want him dead, Joe. I can't stand the sight of that dude. To kill your father.
Ghost was the realest Ghost was the realest man alive, man. Ain't want to do nothing. He just wanted to run his club and be a legit businessman. His girl got him back in the streets, man. Everybody did Ghost wrong. Ghost did nothing but say, hey, man, I got y'all millions. We are in a different place in life. Let's get out these streets. Let's be legit. And they looked at him like he was crazy. Had him second.
Yeah, that was wild.
Am I crazy for wanting to do the legal thing? Oh, man, I guess I am bad.
Well, when you that far in it, though, Damo, it's hard. Man. When you that far in it, you're not getting out. But for Tariq to be the spoiled, rotten brat that he was, and to kill your father. Sorry if anybody y'all watched it, y'all didn't watch it. Spoiler alert. He is the worst of all villains that I've ever seen on TV. He is the worst, and I for real want that dude. He got his sister killed. Then he gonna turn around and kill his father. Oh, absolutely. I want to bullet through his ass.
Tommy should have smoked him.
And no, not smoked him. He should have threw him off the roof. He should have threw him off the roof that day.
Him just running to Chicago is whack. He shouldn't have ran to Chicago. He should have smoked them and just took over New York or went somewhere or went to Chicago afterwards. He can still go to Chicago. He should have smoked Tariq before it happened. Ain't no way he just go to college.
And real quick, Brown, and I'll move on, but Damo, it's kind of corny that a dude on parole is now a drug kingpin again, running the street. I'm like, all right, it's kind of corny. I mean, don't get me wrong. So a dude who's presumably dead in Tommy ran from New York to Chicago. It ain't like he doing it in Montana. He in Chicago doing it. And another dude that's on parole is now, they own the city. Like, for real? This is really going on? Give me a break.
And Chad, don't ever compare me to Jannard again in y'all life. I'm never no Jannard. Y'all stop it.
Whenever I think about Jannard is what Tony Montana said. The Bulls and the Concha tell him what to do.
Hey, personally, I think Angie's the best character in Power, but that's just me. I only watched the first season, but I thought Angie was personally the most decorated character in Power. But what do I know? Another super chat from Teddy Hart said, hopefully Ron actually reads this one. I'm like 2 for 10 on super chats. What do y'all think of the news the Clippers had considered picking up Kai Jones?
Well, what's this Kai Jones thing about, Big Ox? Can you tell me? Because what's the Kai Jones hype about? Like, all I see is a dude with pink hair that I'm not sure that he loves playing that.
I just seen him.
I don't get it. So Miles Bridges can
be
be a domestic abuser and come back, but Kai Jones can do some questionable things on Instagram and get cut.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I don't know about the getting cut thing. I don't know about all that. I'm not sure. I just know he was, kind of bugging out, and I guess that made him take some time away from the team. I don't know what's going on, but it was weird. I think he was popping perks or something. I don't know.
So let me go and give you the 411. One, the Hornets have Mark Williams, who they believe in. They have Nick Richards, who won the backup spot. And instead of pulling the James Wiseman, they just let Kai Jones go. That's the easy way of looking at it. Kai Jones was third man on the pecking order. He was not happy with being a third man on the pecking order. He wanted a bigger role. He believes in himself. He calls himself the GOAT. He believes in himself, obviously. So he forced his way. He put a James Harden. This is what it looks like when you're not James Harden, but can force your way out of a situation with antics and doing what you want. It's Kai Jones. Kai Jones posted his highlights, called himself the GOAT, started making music. And that one live of him tweaking out was enough for people to be like, maybe it's something going on behind the scenes from public perception. Now, if the Hornet, being on the Hornets, knowing the track record of what Hornets players are, like what they've done, it's fair to assume it might be a little extra going on with Kai Jones if the Hornets were willing to cut him off of it. But they had grounds professionally alone to cut him. He started speaking out against the team. Y'all can go find these tweets of him sitting there saying, he's ranting. Well, I was on IG Live. I want to say it was a rant of him saying he's not worried about the trade rumors. He's like that. I want to say it was a tweet, and he said it himself. See if Nick Richards can do a left hand hook shot. He can't. Go ask Mark to do a post spin. He can't. Like, he was speaking bad on the guys in front of him. He was down his teammates to the public. He was unhappy, so they just let him go. He's on a minimum deal. He's a minimum player. He's an athlete. He's JaVale McGee with no opportunity. That young JaVale too. Young JaVale McGee with no opportunity. That's who Kai Jones is. Ryan Hollins.
Breaking Bad is not in the same conversation as those two shows. When y'all cut it out.
The Wire is the best show ever made on television.
I've never seen The Wire.
Yeah, you're missing out, Damo. But Breaking Bad isn't even on the level of The Sopranos and The Wire. That's crazy. And neither is Snowfall.
I never
had
Snowfall.
Titties over titles, honey buns over honor, said Damo. Why are you defending the honey bun merchant? There you have it. Drink More Water said 1/8 into the season, there are 5 players averaging 30 points per game, along with 2 players a little over 29 points per game. Do you think we can have back-to-back seasons of 5 or more players averaging 30 plus? There were 6 last year.
There's no reason why. I mean, that's what the game is today. The game is a long ball shooting, wide open, fast-paced game, and the game is predicated on scoring. And there's no reason why guys like Jason Tatum, Luka, Joker, I mean, there's no reason why these dudes can't be right back at the top of the scoring list again, averaging 30. Joel Embiid averaging 30 a game. There's no reason why that can't happen, especially with the offense running through these guys being primary ball handlers and the offense running through them. So, yeah, there's no reason why. None.
GDHDG said LeBron being 27, 7 and 7 or 37 and 8 type of season since 2003 has more impact than Luka, Jokic, etc. passing phenoms than Russ with his triple doubles. You muted, Damo.
Say it again, Damo.
Damn. I agree, is what I said.
It's Mr. GQ to you with another super chat. Said Ticket is lying. The Nuggets were undefeated for 3/4 of the season when Jokic got a triple double. How does that mean he values that over winning?
I don't think he said that he valued that over winning. I do think that he was doing that to help his team win, and it just so happened that he was getting triple doubles. He was doing what he was doing to help his team win more than anything, and it resulted in he was getting triple doubles, and it resulted in them winning.
MP13 said, "How can we hold the ideas Jokic treats basketball as a job and isn't glory seeking, and Jokic's hunting triple doubles for glory is stupid?"
I agree.
Teddy Hart sent through 2 super chats back to back. He said, part 1, he changed the game with triple doubles by single-handedly cheapening it by spamming something that used to be considered difficult. Y'all remember Andre Blatch and Ricky Davis from yesteryear literally cheating to get one. Part 2, he said also if you look from an analytics perspective, look at the uptick of triple doubles league wide since Russ went on his run. It's not much different than the 3-point uptick since Curry went on his run. He definitely changed the game.
if that's the case, look in that season, in the 2017 season, was there an uptick alone in that year in guys getting triple doubles? Because as Mars pointed out, James Harden damn near averaged a triple double that year. So we're gonna say he seen Russ get 5 of them at the beginning of the season, said, "Oh, I can keep up," and that was it? Or was there an inherent change to the game and Russ benefited most because he's a historic level player? He's a guy that even beforehand, I want to say a year or two before, I don't know if it was the 14 or the 15 year when KD went out, and he averaged a triple double for like half the season, and people started to raise the question. So yes, Russ is different. I'm not saying he's not phenomenal or he's not different at getting triple doubles, but changing the game because of it, I don't know.
All right. Keeping it lit. It's Mr. GQ to you said last year the Nuggets won 29 games straight when Jokic got a triple double. How is that hunting for stats over wins?
I don't know if that was directed at the comment I made. I didn't say that. All I said was that seeking out triple doubles does not make it win in basketball. That's all I said. Basketball.
All right, there you go. Al Booger gifted out 5 Players' Choice memberships. Appreciate you, Al Booger. Keep up the good work. Appreciate the philanthropy in these PC streets.
Hey, how does that work though, man? Like if somebody gifts out 5, they just go to 5 random people, or he like clicks on them and chooses people to gift them to?
It goes to me, and I don't give them to nobody.
Oh,
yeah, I got a backpack full of memberships.
Are you a hoarder, Ron? Is that what you are?
I still don't got one. That's insane.
Why? Are you a hoarder, Ron? Pass off, Ron.
I'm my only
Look at that face.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Ron don't know how to share.
My bad, y'all. Teddy Harden
even got this gentleman.
Yeah,
did you hook Jalen up?
Yeah, we hooked that brother up. Damo, you really don't have a membership?
No, I have no membership. You seen Jalen stop coming around after Jalen not here, right? He ain't get his membership either.
All right, Damo, I don't want that to be the same fate with you. We enjoy your presence here. Hey, I'm gonna hit you after the show. If I forget to hit you,
that means it ain't coming, Chad. Don't worry, I'm good. I already know the deal. It's cool. I get it.
Hey, call me a casual. Hey, call me a casual. I said to the dude in the chat, call me a casual. I said I don't know how much else is there with Luka. I didn't say that it was over. I said I don't know how much more there is. That's what I said. That doesn't mean that it ain't nothing else there. I just don't know how much more there is there from what we already seen. That's not to say he ain't getting better. I just don't know how much more is there.
First of all, if there's much more with Luka, he's the damn GOAT.
I'm saying. I mean, how much more is there, Damo?
There's much more. If there's like a big gap in development, like if he can be a much better player, that means he's about to be the greatest player we've ever seen play.
Damn, how much more is there from him?
Jesus Christ.
Yes, Tatum can improve. Yes, he can, because he wasn't nearly what Luka was coming into the game. Yes, he can improve. That's the idea. That's why I said there's more there from him than it is from Luka, because Luka was already polished when he showed up. But again, in the words of my man Damo, you don't listen. You just waiting to talk. That's all.
Prince Liger said, Mars, no trolling, please. How good would Kobe and Jokic pairing be, and would they win a title? Because I genuinely think they could run the league for real, for real.
Jokic and Jamal Murray's running the league, so replace Jamal Murray with the most skilled player of all time. Yes, they run the league.
Or Mars, take it a step further than that. Take that championship team. Take Gasol off there and put Joker on there. How's that working?
They also run the league.
Running the league, right? Absolutely, they are.
They'd be the best players in the world on the same team. We haven't seen that since arguably Kobe and Shaq. And guess what? They run the league. So yeah, you put the 2 best players on the world on the same team, you're going to run the league.
Teddy Hart said, what counted as an assist in yesteryear was way more selective than now, where stat keepers are more liberal with crediting assists. Ticket, I respectfully disagree.
That means you're a hater.
I've seen some of the assists old players got that definitely shouldn't have been assists. But what do I know?
MP13 said, for the amount of talk he does, you think Ticket wouldn't be speaking through Xbox Kinetic mic or Xbox Connect mic. Get that brother some soundproofing walls or soundproofing for his walls.
Not familiar with Xbox.
KL2 Legacy said, Los Angeles Clippers star Russell Westbrook approach coaching staff about coming off the bench to help accelerate the winning process. Terrence Mann to start. How do we feel about Terrence Mann starting?
I don't like that they had to do the first experiment of this against us. They could have just waited one more game, but I guess.
Kwabe said, if only Ron would address all the super chats he misses like he's addressing Buddy's troll comments. You're right, Kwabe.
Yeah.
I need to do better. Yeah, I need to do better.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
MP13 with another one said, OG is going to need blood pressure medication at this rate. I can see the veins popping out of his head when he can't restrain himself.
I just don't like when we argue basketball. I do my best when I'm talking to you guys to say if when I say something to Damo, if I'm not mistaken, or straighten me out. I'm not putting words in your mouth. Don't say something that I didn't say and make it look like it's my logic, because that's not the case with me. No, do not do that. Do not do that with me.
Isaiah Davis said, yo, basketball casual. Here's a quick question. Are steals a defensive or offensive stat?
Are steals a defensive or offensive stat? Well, steals don't always lead to buckets. So, but it's always on. You can always steal on defense. They don't always. You can get a steal at the end of the game, and it doesn't lead to a bucket.
It's a defensive stat.
Yeah, it's a defensive stat.
It causes a turnover for the offense. So.
Right.
I'm trying to think. How can that even? I don't know how.
He asked the question. He said he's a basketball casual. So the easiest way is just to answer the question,
right,
and just keep it pushing. It's a defensive stat because it causes a turnover for the other team, which in turn means that you play deep.
Question.
But it could lead to a bucket.
It can definitely offense usually.
Right.
But until you get the stat on defense.
Right.
So it's a defensive stat.
All right. Zero just vibing said, y'all kind of overdoing it. Like y'all kind of overdoing it. Looked like a pretty clean blood choke. The airway looked projected to me.
We ain't overdoing it. Who said it wasn't? It was absolutely that. He put dudes in the chokehold. 100% he did.
J. Dot said, y'all see the clip of Pat Beverly saying, don't nobody even like Rudy. I was dying.
What is the perception? What is the Damo in your estimation? What's the perception on Rudy Gobert in the NBA?
You want my honest opinion?
What do you think the perception is of Rudy?
He caused the NBA to shut down with COVID.
Yeah, he hasn't been forgiven for the COVID thing.
Yeah, when they see him, he just looks like he's that guy that you never want to throw the ball to in the post. Like he has no offensive bag. He's a defensive guy that people perceive as soft. They don't really respect him. And I'm talking about from my perception of how players look at him and how I view him. Because you know me, I call him Bogut Biombo. He is Bismack with opportunity to me. It's just he's soft. I don't like his game. I guess other people wouldn't like his game. I understand the need for it. I understand what he does great, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm not throwing it to you to do anything down. You got Kwame Brown offense. I'm not worried about that. In all actuality, I'm not worried about you on offense. You're not a bucket. And then you caused the shutdown being a goofball, and everybody hated you since. That's what
I wonder how you felt about that, because he absolutely did that. I want to make sure we clear on that. He did. He shut the league down. He started that. I wonder how you felt about that.
We're going to go ahead and transition right now and talk about the teams that are in the most trouble and are off to the most disappointing starts. But before we do that, I got to shout out my man, Who Is Scats. He just passed out 3 different 15 memberships total, but he did it 3 different times. He passed out 5 Players' Choice memberships. Shout out to Who Is Scats. He out here passing out memberships like Oprah.
Tough.
Yeah, I mean, it's the thought that counts, Mars. It's the thought that counts. It's the Christmas season, and he's ahead of the curve right now. So shout out to him. It's a good man right there. You a good brother. But as of right now, let's go ahead and transition. I want to hear from you guys the 3 teams that you guys think are the most disappointing, and out of that, I want to hear the one team that you just think it's it might be curtains for. They might just really be cooked. So, Mars, I'm gonna start with you.
Mars got that look on his face like, I don't know if I should say this, but
no, like when I really think about it, no team's really disappointing. Houston's disappointing me. We should be 9-0. But other than that, like no team's really like I didn't think I'm not disappointed by Memphis. I didn't expect them to be great. Portland, I mean, that was obvious. The Spurs, obvious. I'm not disappointed by the Clippers either, but I guess we'll throw them in. Sure, Clippers. Okay, Phoenix, because the big three still hasn't played. And we thought they were going to play 2 nights ago, and Bradley Beal had his back problem. That's disappointing. So Phoenix disappointed me. I'll say Detroit because they're 2-10, even though they haven't disappointed me. But we'll say Detroit. So Phoenix, Detroit, and Chicago for not freeing Alex Caruso yet. They're the 3 teams that. But no team has disappointed me to start the season. So that's just me personally. I think the teams that are bad, I expect it to be bad, and the teams that are good, I expect it to be good. So no one's really disappointed me to start the season, unfortunately. Or fortunately. I don't know. So
it's no team that you had high hopes for or had a certain perspective about, and now you're like, nah, they're cooked. I lost all. I'm taking all stock away from this team.
If I look back at the list I sent you when we did the ranking of the 30 teams,
I have it right.
Every team I had high is doing reasonably well. Now, I guess if I look at this list in order, the teams that I would say I would have to call disappointed are Phoenix, Golden State, and the Clippers because they're relatively high and they haven't started the season great. But I did say Phoenix, but the Clippers ended up making a trade that I didn't expect. So there's an adjustment period for them. And I'm not disappointed with Golden State because Klay Thompson's a terrorist.
I am.
So, but yeah, so I'll stick with the teams I said: Detroit, Phoenix, and Chicago. Those are the teams I'm gonna stick with because no one's really disappointed me.
Cool. Damo, talk to us. Who are you disappointed in?
Off the rip, I'm disappointed in the Pistons. Had high hopes for them. I'm kind of like Mars. A lot of the teams that I knew would be ass are ass, so I'm not too disappointed. But in terms of the teams I had expectations for, I can say the Detroit Pistons, expecting them to be better. The team's not bad. It's just they can't pull out games. They can't win games. It's insane the amount of games they give up, give away due to not having the vets there and just being a young team learning to win. It's a process. I mean, and the process isn't the same for everybody. I feel like the Magic, I feel like the Rockets, hell, even the Spurs on any given night, they've learned to win a lot better, but I don't think they're having vet injury problems like the Pistons are. So, but disappointed in them. The Lakers, disappointed in the Lakers. I thought we would have came into the season with a lot more energy. I thought some of these players that we signed that were new guys would have been better out the gate. Now I know injuries have really set us back, especially in these last stretches. But I've always believed the next man up, and people were telling me we were a deep team now. We had depth. That's something I heard. We have depth, so I want to see the depth, and it's not there. The guys we brought back from last year, either Darvin Ham isn't given the minutes out equally, or playing the important guys, or guys are just sucking. Pause. It's not even just Darvin Ham. Guys just out here, they're trash. They're bad. So the Lakers are a team that's disappointing to me. I would say for the next 3, again, not too many teams are surprising me, but I guess I'll say the Pelicans. Because I said I had the Pelicans falling off, so I'm not going to say the Pelicans. The Clippers. I thought the Clippers, even though the flippers are going to flip, the Clippers are going to clip. I know that. They're still been a disappointing team. They were disappointing to go out there and get James Harden. A lot of unnecessary things going on with the Clippers. They should be better record-wise, so they're up there. I would say I think the Cavs should be a 500 ball club at this point. They should be a little higher. I don't think going into the season I had this many teams being over the Cavs. We're still early into the season, but just so far right now, that's been a disappointing team. They should have established themselves. I thought this would be the year they established themselves a little better in the East, and maybe a standing to reign true. The Knicks bullying them proved a lot of teams can bully them. I'm not too sure. Do they got crazy injuries going on? with the Cavs? Is it like their stars are missing hella time? No, right? Okay.
I don't think Darius Garland's playing back-to-backs, but
everybody's back in the lineup. Everybody's back in the lineup.
Yeah, I'm about to say I didn't think that they were missing too many guys, but I just wanted to make sure I'm not catching every Cavs game. And I guess the last one would be the Suns, just because the big three hasn't played like that. This is looking like a repeat of the Nets. And I'm not gonna lie, if this continues all season, man, it's gonna be a serious conversation we had about Kevin Durant. And that conversation is gonna be, you just cursed. I ain't gonna lie. At this point, you just cursed. The second super team you try to form and y'all can't stay together because of injuries, you get these big threes and no one can play together. Hey man, the common denominator here is you, and ironically, you played the most. I want to say he played the most out of the tandem of him and Kyrie, and then him, Kyrie, and Harden, right? He played the most in Brooklyn. I
think so. But
and then so far in this experiment with the Suns, I mean, last year he had like after the trade deadline, so we're not gonna count that. But so far with his big three, I want to say he's played the most this season. So if you're the common denominator, gang, hey, man, there's a chicken bone buried in Louisiana somewhere with Kevin Durant's name on it because he is cursed.
Yo, and so, Damo, of all of these teams that you just said that you're disappointed in, which one is the most cooked? If you had to bet on which team is just, they're done. It's over. It's a wrap.
If I had to say one,
yes.
I mean, if I had to say one, I'm gonna be super honest. It's the Clippers, man. Niggas is done. It's Clips from everybody else that I spoke about. Small things can happen and they'll be better. You know, Detroit gets their vets back. They're a 500 ball club bare minimum. They get things going. The Lakers, they get healthy. The energy's there. Darvin Ham can't be a terrorist because he has too many good players to be a terrorist with. So that works out. We're back on the roll. The Cavaliers get things together. Call up Monty Bates. He saves the season. Things going great. But the Clippers, yeah, it's toast for them. They got Westbrook willingly coming off the bench. It's toast.
All right, Chilltown, before I get to you, I just got to shout out. It's definitely Christmas season. It got to be because it's a lot of Players' Choice memberships being gifted. So I got to shout out these guys again. MP13 dropped a 20-piece. Who is Scats came back and recounted that and was like, yo, if you think you're going to one-up me, I'm going to go ahead and put 10 more on top of the 15 that I already dropped. So he's leading the show at 25 right now. Then MP13 won up to his Scats again and dropped a 10-piece right after that. So MP13 is now in the lead with 30 memberships gifted today. And then Devin was like, well, I'll come and I'll get me a little bit of shine too. Devin came through with 10 Players' Choice memberships. Yeah, it's a lot of people that are going to be typing in the chat now, courtesy of these guys. So shout out to y'all.
There have been 60 subs gifted, and I still ain't got one.
Luck of the draw, Damo. For some reason, these memberships that are being gifted aren't landing in your lap. I don't know why.
I know. So let me just get this straight. So people that are just watching the show, right, but can't be in the chat, all of a sudden they're gonna get an alert like, "Hey, you're a member now. You can chat."
Yep,
that's how it works. Okay, that's fine.
It's happening right now. One Nation Entertainment was just gifted a membership by Devin. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to J-Man Too Smooth, Carlton Abosi, NLF. We're getting gifted memberships.
Devin just dropped 10 more too. So Devin has a horse in the race now. Shout out to Devin. But who is Scats is now a member for 1 month. Shout out Scats, man. Scats a real one. But Chilltown, my man. Most disappointing team so far. Talk to me.
The three that I have at 3, I ended up with the Pels. I thought the Pelicans would be a lot better at this point. They got the best rebounding team in the league, yet they're in the bottom 10 in the league in points allowed. I thought that they would be better. Herb Jones just came back into the lineup. He had missed the last 4 games, and they won. They beat Dallas a couple nights ago. I think they beat Dallas a couple of nights ago.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, Zion still looks lost defensively, and he still doesn't rebound at the rate that I'd like him to rebound. He should be a double-double guy. Brandon Ingram is a bucket. He's always been a bucket. He's still going to be a bucket. But on the other side of that, defensively, I just thought that they would be better considering they got a dirty work coach. They're one of the teams that I'm thinking about. The Lakers are a team that I thought that they'd get off to a better start. Austin Reeves has been up and down, and that's obviously been an issue. And I think that that's due to him being in and out the lineup and where they want to use him. So putting him with D'Lo in the backcourt, I originally thought that would work, Damo, but when I'm thinking about 2 score-first guards, the reason why it looks much better with James and Austin Reeves is because James is more of a distributor than D'Angelo Russell. That's why it looks a lot better. The fact that Darvin Ham only plays Rui 20 minutes a game while he is not on the floor. The only time he should come out the game as a rotation player is when he's tired. That's it. He should not come out of the game any other time. I thought that they would be better defensively, and they're not. I think that they're in the bottom 10 also in points allowed. So those guys, and the most disappointing, I had the Cleveland Cavaliers as a top 3 seed in the East. And I think as of right now, I don't think that if they do make the playoffs, I think they're the last team. I think they're the last team at the in the play-in. They're out of the top 10 in defense when last year they were the number 1 defensive team in the game. Darius Garland has not played as well as I thought. He doesn't look the same as he did from that All-Star year, which got me thinking, was that a fluke? Did they overpay him? Did they rush to judgment with him? I'm not really sure. Donovan Mitchell has been really good. Evan Mobley, I thought that he would be better offensively. He's still awesome defensively. I thought he would be better offensively. They're still trying to figure out the dynamic between him and Jared Allen. I see those guys. Sometimes they're on the same page. Sometimes they're not on the same page. So I think that's got to get figured out. And I know it's early, but those are the 3 teams that I'm thinking about right now.
And of those teams, who are you the most out on?
The most
which
out
one of those teams is in the most trouble?
Cleveland. Because we go from a team we go from
Cleveland's in some deep shit right now.
We go first of all, the Eastern Conference is a very difficult conference. And we go from a team that was number 1 last year in defense to out of the top 10. We go from a team that was a top 5 seed in the East to they're barely making the play-in tournament. And I'm not out on them, but they're in a lot of trouble, and we got to get this figured out. We got to get this figured out now.
All right, Ox, who you got? And Donovan Samuels has just joined the race. You guys don't get too worried, MP13 or Devin or Scats, but Donovan Samuels we just dropped 20, so he's not playing with y'all.
And I still ain't got y'all. All right, Chad, I feel it.
Damo is that fat kid at the table with his utensils. Where's my food at? What's going on? I'm starving over here. Where's my food at?
Hey, man. Fat
maybe I have to lie. Maybe I have to put the fat part in. I apologize. Maybe I have to put
Yo, Damo, first off, I'm not holding your food back. Second off, I just thought that you was, not really paying attention. I thought you was, you know how you do. You see.
I'm gonna need his medication, yo.
Hey, Ron, we here, Ron. I promise you, we got
his medication. He does.
For sure.
Dom will definitely.
First of all, shout out Donovan. Oh, shout out B Souls gifting 10 too. Shout out B Souls. But actually, I got 2 of the same teams as Chilltown. Honestly, one of them being the Cavaliers. I expected a lot more from them, and I expected a lot more from Evan Mobley. If you remember last year, I was saying that I think Evan Mobley, by the end of his career, could be in the talks for one of those top 7, top 10 power forwards of all time. I think he has the skill set, and I just don't see it. And it's only a second year, you know what I'm saying? He's still going to get stronger and whatnot, but I just don't like what I'm seeing from Evan Mobley. And I don't like what I'm seeing from the Cavaliers. Like when they came to Sacramento, I mean, they didn't even – I mean, it's not like we blew them out, but it didn't really seem like they put up much of a fight. Also, I'm disappointed in the Lakers, you know what I'm saying? And usually it's F the Lakers for me, but the Lakers should be better than what they're showing. I don't know whose fault it is, but it's I don't know. The Lakers should be better than this. They got all the talent. I'll kind of echo what some of y'all said already today. Rui Hachimura, he needs to play. Rui Hachimura needs to be on that floor. When we play the Lakers and Rui gets in the game, that's the only time I'm a little shook. We don't got nobody that can guard Rui. It's crazy. Rui is actually like when he got traded from the Wizards last year, I was like, damn, like They got him from Kyrgyzstan in a couple. They got him. That's crazy, Damo. But I'm like, I was really high on that trade. I knew I'm always thought Rui had game, but Rui is cold, bro. I think Rui is actually very underrated. So right there, that's the Cavs, the Lakers. And I'm disappointed in the Sacramento Kings. I don't care if De'Aaron Fox is hurt or not. You know what I'm saying? Losing to the Rockets back to back like that is unacceptable, especially in the fashion in which we lost. I feel like when De'Aaron goes out for 5 games and we go 2-3, it makes the league think that they can pick on us without De'Aaron Fox. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that sentiment. I don't like people feeling that way. I don't like feeling that way. We need to be able to play basketball with or without De'Aaron. Eli, you have no idea what you're talking about because Domantas Sabonis is playing very aggressive. Watch the games, brother. But
it's obvious that y'all are a better team with Fox, though. It's obvious.
Of course, I mean we should be. But still, with that being said, if we want to compete in the playoffs, if we want to get to a deep second round run, if we want to get to the Western Conference Finals, we got to be able to play ball with or without De'Aaron Fox on the floor. And these are expectations that we're supposed to have as a team. We want to get to the championship. We want to get to the Western Conference Finals. So we got to do better without De'Aaron.
What that is?
Right.
For all the dudes in the chat talking about, Damo don't know how to allow. It's been allowed. I've done this months ago. I did this months ago on this channel. It's been like that.
We're 6-4 right now. We should be 8-2. So actually, we should be 9-1 because that shot Klay Thompson hit the buzzer. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop that. De'Aaron was, you know what I'm saying? We shouldn't have lost those games. But so those are the teams I'm disappointed in. Of those teams, I'm the most disappointed in the Cleveland Cavaliers because Evan Mobley's almost looked pedestrian in some of these games. It's ridiculous.
Even defensively, he looks like he's taking a step back. I thought he was the best defensive player in the game coming into the season. I had him as the defensive player of the year. That's where I had him at. I had him as the defensive player of the year. I thought he was the best defensive player in the game coming into this year. And he just doesn't look like that. He doesn't. He looks confused on switches. He doesn't rebound like his rebounding has gotten a little bit better, but that aggression, him being on the perimeter, being able to switch, it just seems like he's taking a step back. Right? For this dude in the chat, Ken Swan, when you say Sabonis isn't that good as a scorer, do you mean because he doesn't dribble with the court, boom, swinging his legs, doing all types of crazy shit? What are you watching? I'll just be real curious to know. Are y'all saying that Domantas Sabonis isn't that good because he's not Nikola Jokic? No, he's saying or what's going on? He's saying that, and he a Bam merchant too, by the way. Oh, okay, I understand that. Yeah. I understand that thing. Okay, if you're a Bam fan, I understand. I like it. That's kind of the back and forth thing. So
I want to stop discrediting players though that just don't score a high amount of points, right? And start putting a little more. What are they talking about? And start putting a little more credit on efficiency. Guys like, once again, I gotta fall back on my guy Tyrese Haliburton. Then I gotta go to Sabonis. Then I even have to put Jokic in there, even though he's scoring more so far this year than he has in the past few years. These guys know they don't shoot a high amount of shots. They're not high volume, but they make the right basketball play. For some of these guys like Sabonis would rather pass to an open teammate or create a shot for a teammate than just to shoot a contested shot. Sabonis can shoot anytime he comes down the floor, and Mike Brown's not going to say nothing to him. De'Aaron Fox isn't going to say nothing to him. Nobody's going to say nothing to him, but he plays basketball. He runs the system, and he's an unselfish basketball player. That doesn't mean that he can't score. As you've seen against AD, Sabonis was eating AD alive. So
he eats a lot of people alive, huh? But he's talking about. I get it now, though. See, that's what I was saying. He said this. That's why he's not a superstar. He's not a superstar. Everybody's not supposed to be a superstar. Like everybody's not Nikola Jokic, and I'm fine with that. I'm not saying he's the best player in the NBA, but yeah, get off that weird shit.
But Sabonis can go score 30 any night he wants to. I mean, he would have to shoot. He would have to shoot more, and his percentages would come down. Obviously, by just shooting more, but Sabonis could go get 30 if he wanted to.
Sabonis is one of the most efficient big men in the NBA. Hands down. Hands down.
But all right, Ticket, we still got you. You want to chime in and give us your team so far that are most disappointing to you?
Yeah, it's kind of funny that Bob didn't say the Phoenix Suns because he picked those Bamas. But this is the type of bullshit that he puts on his channel. And when they don't do what they're supposed to do. And Mars, which place is Phoenix in?
You can't tell me who to be disappointed in.
Yeah, I just told you. Nigga. Now shut up.
How you gonna tell me who I should be
Mars?
I'm disappointed in you.
What place of the Phoenix Suns in Mars? What place of the Phoenix Suns in currently?
If the season ended today, they're the last play-in team. They are the last play-in team.
Right. Okay, so let's get this straight, right? This is a team that Lil Bob X set up here talking about, I'm picking them to do this, picking them to do that. And I asked that buffoon after the first 3 games of the season when they couldn't even get their starting 3 on the court. I asked him, I said, well, what do you think about it? No, ain't no problem. I'm still picking. I'm still standing with it. Okay, well, stand on that then, clown. So
I'm still standing on it, nigga. I'm not. I don't get shook up like you.
You standing in quicksand, sucker. You standing in quicksand. So make sure you keep getting sunk. So as I said before, they are the most disappointing team in the NBA, Ron, because once again, KD, I'm glad Damo pointed this out. This buffoon put together another super team, and it blew up in his face again. A whole bunch of injured dudes. First of all, how disappointing is it that we already been through a month of the season? Damn near, they ain't even been on the court one time, Chilltown. One time. Not one game, Chill. And when they teased you and told you they just gonna play the game, they ain't even play. Now Bradley bit his neck, his back, his neck and his back hurt. Get him out of here, bro. Don't nobody want to hear that, man. The dude's a clown, man. Like I said, Chilltown. This type of stuff I be trying to tell y'all, Mars. So the Phoenix Suns are the most disappointing. Don't play no defense, Chilltown. Don't play no defense. Chilltown. Put the whole meal on DeAndre Ayton saying he wasn't doing his job. But Chilltown, is anybody around doing their job? Does Nurk look any better? What do you see?
I think DeAndre, if I'm not mistaken, DeAndre Ayton, I think he's in the top 3 in the league in rebounding as of right now. Which
old ass, you got a chill. You got an old ass. You got Eric Gordon out there trying to launch every shot he's seen. He ain't never seen a shot round that he don't like in his career. He out there trying to act like he was back in the Houston Rocket days, shooting everything from everywhere. It's a complete mess over there. You understand what I'm saying? So, yes, they are right now the absolute worst team in the league. I want to start with them first because they are. And these are the facts, right? So now let's move on, right? As we already roast them Phoenix Suns, because if they keep going the way they're going, Chilltown, they're first rounding out. They're going to catch somebody bad. If they get one of them lower seeds and they catch one of them high seeds, they're going home first round, bro. And that's going to be the biggest disappointment. And like Damo said, they're going to be talking about KD for years off this one. But the next team, I would have to say, nobody said this team, it's the Milwaukee Bucks, man. You got that simpleton of a coach running around over there who doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Right now, they're winning off hero ball, either Giannis or Dame, having to be hero ball every single night. That's not sustainable to me, to win off hero ball every single game that you're winning. I think they have underachieved. I think they don't look good right now as a team. And I think the games they've won has been strictly off of talent, whether it's been Giannis or whether it's been Dame Dollar. They don't play any defense. They don't look anywhere near a championship level team. They got a bad injury just recently to what's the boy's name, Chilltown with the dreads? Jay Crowder just got that injury. And so
he's gonna be out for like 2 months.
2 months. They got serious questions, man. So I got serious questions about the Bucks offensively and defense. I don't like their offense. It's not consistent, and it's too much predicate on Giannis and Dame Dollar, and their defense is horrible. And
could Adrian Griffin be a one and done ticket?
He a clown. I'm starting to think he worse than Kaká. He's a clown. You understand what I'm saying? I'm starting to think he's on Kaká level.
I'm just wondering, is it possible that he could be a one and done?
He a clown, bro. I'm looking at him. He's a clown. Only thing he's missing is a big red nose and the big red shoes. He a clown. So, anyways, let's get on to the third team. The LA Strippers. This is the most disappointing. This is the second most disappointing team in the NBA behind KD and those boys. And the reason why it's the LA Strippers is because you traded for James Harden. You traded for a nigga with titties, man. You traded for cheesecake over teammates. Titties over titles. There's nothing else to be said. You traded for a nigga with a 36 triple D. That's all I got to say, bro. And at the end of the day, that will backfire on them. So, again, the Clippers, or should we say the strippers, the Bucks, you understand what I'm saying? And their coach with them big-ass eyes he got, and God daggone, I'm gonna call that nigga fish eyes. And God daggone, the Phoenix Suns, man. And I feel bad for Frank Vogel, bro. Frank Vogel took that team, man. Them guys can't even get on the court, bro. I feel bad for him, man, because, I mean, if you're a coach, how you supposed to coach that? Can't even get your guys. You didn't sign up for that. So how you gonna get your guys on the court, man? They gotta get them guys on the court. I don't see those guys playing 40 games together this year. So yeah, I think the Phoenix Suns are the worst team, and I think Chilltown, this is gonna end KD's legacy when he gets sent home in the first round.
It's some more memberships that have been gifted.
If they end up losing in the first round again, with KD
it's over.
Jumping to another team, so that'd be twice in 3 years he was swept. He was out in the first round, getting swept one of them years. How is
he comes down on the all-time list. On the all-time list, wherever y'all have him, he comes down slots.
So some people jump him now.
Yeah, because I mean, once again, he's showing you the reason why you raise him up on the all-time list because he won those chips was Curry. If KD never won those chips with Curry and he never had a championship, people wouldn't have him so high.
Is KD playing bad? Is KD playing bad?
No, he's still.
Doesn't matter if he's playing bad. He's losing.
What do this got to do with Kevin Durant?
Nigga, he's losing. He picked the super team. No, hold on, Chip.
He
this
picked the super team.
Yeah. They went over there. He picked another super team because remember he chose to go to the Phoenix Suns where they're the number 1 seed in the West. Nigga, that's what he chose to do, right? So he chose to go to the Phoenix Suns when they were the number 1 team in the West. Right. He picked the super team, Isaiah Lord Thomas, and the other dude over there orchestrating stuff. Got rid of CP3, went and got Bradley Beal. Thought that was a great idea, and it blew all up in his face. So now
you know what the problem with some people are. They get so caught. You get so caught up in public perception of what people think about you that you know people just make you particularly make different takes every day, just hoping that
I don't make different takes. I said the Phoenix Suns suck from day one. Did I not say that, Chilltown? Did I not say the Phoenix Suns gonna be trash from day one, Chilltown? Did I not say they was gonna be garbage from day one?
You see what's going on here?
Thank you. I never changed my pick, so stop lying.
I didn't say that you didn't. I didn't say you changed your pick. I didn't say you changed your pick about Phoenix. I didn't say that.
You said people change their opinions every day. Stop lying. You need to put that suit back on. And did you finish eating that watermelon, nigga?
You need to put that dollar bill there. That's what you need.
Did you finish eating the watermelon, nigga? Hey, I saw you had a chicken, nigga. Did you eat the watermelon too?
You tweaking out, bro. Relax.
Yeah, November the 24th, I'm gonna put my size 16 up the crack of your ass.
Look, bro, what I'm saying is it's okay to be wrong sometimes. It's so you don't gotta try to make a hot take about everything, bro. Just
okay, don't worry about
happen.
It.
Just let
don't worry about
happen.
it. You're gonna have what they call booty do. You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna have what they call booty do. When I get finished with you, you're gonna have what they call booty do. Because you're gonna feel this foot up your ass like your booty do.
You need to put that dollar bill down, you can focus.
Okay. Hey, the almighty dollar, baby. Believe that. You understand what I'm saying? You might as well call me Dollar Bill, baby. You remember Dollar Bill, right?
Unroll that bill, brother.
Yeah.
Right,
you might if I unroll that bill, you might like what's inside of it.
Okay, well,
maybe even Ron too.
This topic has expired quickly, so let's go ahead and move on to the couple guys that are continuously giving out super chat or.
Hey Ron, these onions I got will make a grown man cry, nigga.
Wait, Ron, can I ask a question real quick?
What's up?
Tiki, you still pulling up today on playback, right? You still pulling up tonight?
Yeah, all you gotta do is send me the link.
Got you. Anybody pulling up with Ticket? Ticket, who you bringing with you? You bringing Mars?
No, I bring yams. I bring yams. Straight up. Yambo. Bring them yams, baby. You know what I'm saying? I know Ron. Hey, Ron, I know you like yams, onions, beefcake, all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's how we roll. That's right. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Chilltown. If the Clippers and the Suns both make the playoffs, not the play-in. I'm talking about both top 6 seeds.
Top 6 seeds, okay.
Both of these teams top 6 seeds. Will then next season will we refrain from making statements that are conclusions in the first 15 games of the season?
Is that good though? Is that good that they make a top 6 seed and they got 3 Hall of Fame lock players on the same team?
Is that good?
This is the team that's supposed to win. This is the team that's supposed to make the playoffs. They're supposed to be number. They're supposed to be number. They're supposed to be a top 2 team. They're supposed to be a top 2 team in the West, right?
Are they supposed to be? I don't know what seed they're supposed to be. What I'm saying is that if you're a top 6 seed, which means you can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, all of those are on the table. If you're top 6, then yeah, that's good. But if you're top 6, you could technically still be number 1. I didn't take that off the table. I just said if both of these teams are top 6 seeds in the West, are we going to refrain from here on to making statements that are like conclusions at the beginning of the season? I'm just asking.
No, I just don't. My opinion is not solely based on that. I mean, you can ask Damo, you can ask Ron, you can ask Mars, and you can ask Chill. They don't look good defensively. No. The reason why I'm saying that is because they don't look good defensively at all. And the guys that are coming back aren't going to help them with that. Am I lying, Damo? Be honest. The Phoenix Suns, by them missing Booker and them missing Bradley Beal, 2 niggas that don't play D, that doesn't resolve their problems when they come back. They don't play D at all, bro.
That's not true about Devin Booker. Devin Booker is actually a underrated defender. I don't think.
Who he stop?
Huh?
Who he stop?
I just asked you about that. I asked you that about Russ earlier.
In the same playoff series that people give Russ credit for being the best defender in, which I always go back to in the playoffs that just passed, when they played the Suns, Russell Westbrook's defense was phenomenal. Devin Booker's was right behind him. Devin Booker was the second best defender.
Kawhi was cooking them niggas. Oh,
again, Devin Booker's defense in the playoffs. Anybody.
Tell me. Kawhi annihilated that nigga. What are you talking about?
Again, Devin Booker's defense in the playoff was relatively good.
I'm asking you again. Hold on, time out. Because you're not gonna lie. Kawhi Leonard annihilated that nigga, and then Norman Powell came in and annihilated them niggas. Bone Harden was cooking them niggas.
Why are you praising Westbrook's defense in the playoffs last year when Devin Booker was cooking? Devin Booker was cooking
because Westbrook wasn't guarding Devin Booker.
When we still praise his defense,
Westbrook wasn't guarding Devin Booker.
You didn't see Russ on Devin Booker?
No, I'm saying Westbrook wasn't guarding Devin Booker. Westbrook was guarding the point guard.
Okay, take it.
Campaign?
I'm just telling the truth.
Okay, take it.
Chris Paul.
No, I'm saying, hold on. What I'm saying
against Denver.
You got Denver. Yeah, now try to cap.
He just plays like an old man.
What I'm saying to Damo is Damo said that Devin Booker played great defense. He ain't played on Kawhi. Kawhi cooked them niggas. Kawhi had 30-something on a torn knee, and then we ain't see him no more. Then Norman Powell came in the starting lineup and was frying their ass. What are you talking about? Norman Powell was cooking. Remember him and Russ was out there cooking Chilltown? Am I lying?
I remember that. And
Bones Harden was frying them niggas too. So who was he stopping?
I remember that. Norman Powell and Russ for sure was balling.
And Chill, I can get like Ricky Rose say, baby. I can really go back to the past. What happened in that series against the Dallas Mavs? Who did he stop against the Dallas Mavs? Did he stop Luka? Did that nigga stop Luka against the Dallas Mavs?
We're talking about the team that lost that series.
That's what I'm talking about. I thought that's what I thought. Did he stop Luka Doncic?
You don't know what you thought because you weren't even listening.
Negro stopped Luka Doncic. When they played Luka and Luka dropped the nigga off at home in Game 7, did he stop Luka?
Defense is underrated. That's it.
I'm asking you, who did he slow down? Tell me one person he slowed down.
Take it. I don't want to argue with you. You want to argue?
John hate. See, this is the problem I got. Everybody in the chat room. I want everybody in the chat room to understand something. You can hate. You can't stop God's work. I am God's work. What God want to be, that's what's gonna be. So you can bring buffoons like Damo up here, chumps like this jabroni, big little Ox Nas up here, and all the rest of these clowns, right? They cannot debunk what I say. The only thing they can try to do is say, "Oh, Ticket's crazy, Ticket's deranged, Ticket's insane." No, Ticket be cooking these niggas. Like I said before, who he slow down? Who he slow down?
This is insane.
Who did he slow down?
You're not even listening.
That's what I thought.
Insane part to me. Look, you're not even listening. You're just waiting to talk. It's the most insane thing. Yo, you want extra barbecue sauce with them boogie back? Because I just barbecued your ass. I promise you, it is the most amazing gift I've ever seen for a person to be able to just say whatever they genuinely want.
Everybody heard what you said.
In context, no matter if it's answering the question, I've asked you 100 questions, Ticket. You've never answered one, but somehow we get through a conversation. I promise you, I'm not arguing with you. I'm just telling you, I think Devin Booker's defense is underrated. That's it. I'm not.
Yo,
I'm not saying he's phenomenal. I'm not saying
I cook that boy. I cook that boy on this show, and I'm gonna go cook him on that show too. I cook him on this show, Ron, and I'm gonna go cook on that show too.
To argue about, you tell people what they're saying to you when they're not saying anything. Or
you said Devin Booker. You said Devin Booker played good defense. You said Devin Booker played good defense. I asked you who he slowed down, nigga. You couldn't give me one name.
And if I tell you, and if you in that same series, if I say Russell Westbrook played good defense, which we all agreed, but he didn't play good defense on Devin Booker. He didn't play good defense on Devin Booker. Devin Booker was cooking him. He was cooking.
He didn't guard Devin Booker. He guarded the point guard.
Whoever was playing good, that good defense Russ was playing wasn't on them because the Suns went along to win the series. But I'm not doing that with you, Ticket, because it's pointless to do that. All I'm saying is Devin Booker's defense is underrated. I'm not even saying that his defense is going to help them or make the Suns this team. I didn't even get a chance to answer your question because you were ready to argue with me.
Yo, what was that rant, Ron? When did he say, don't you want to be a god?
Y'all whole comment section can go against me, but I got a whole army behind me, baby. I got my own army. I come over here on the road every day. That shit don't mean nothing to me. I got a whole army around me. So y'all can say all the stuff y'all want to say. When I come, I got an army, a navy. So don't try to harm me. You know what I'm saying?
You better bring them with you on Friday too, on the 24th.
I don't need them with me. I don't need them with me.
Army, you're gonna need a new mic. You're gonna need all that. You better come on with it.
All right.
MP13
make sure when I cook you go on live and drink this Listerine on the rocks. Because when I'm about to fry your ass, it ain't about to be no other cooking like that this entire year.
I can guarantee you this, Ticket.
I'm gonna cook you. I'm gonna cook you so good, Lo gonna want to eat you, nigga.
Chill out, bro. Because Ron already saying suspect shit with Lo. You know what I'm saying? So relax, y'all. But look, though, Ticket.
What did Ron say about Lo? Hold on, what did Ron say about Lo?
One thing I can guarantee.
Hold on, what did Ron say about Lo?
Now we're not gonna repeat that. We're not gonna.
What he said about Lo?
Hold on, Ticket. I want to make this play. I want to make this pledge for you, bro. I want to make this pledge. I want to make this pledge to you. I want to keep it real. I want to keep it solid. That's why I like to try. I like to do that. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you that if I lose on Black Friday, it's gonna be what it is. I'm gonna accept my loss, accept my defeat for whatever it is. You don't got to worry about me making videos about you all week. You don't got to worry about me crying about the judges. You don't got to worry about none of that. You definitely don't got to worry about none of that.
You should right now, nigga.
Welcome to death row.
All right, we gonna get it. Let's go.
Y'all don't gotta worry about me being all in the videos, you know what I'm saying? Talking about the chat cheated and all this. You don't gotta worry about it.
Word. All right, sure. No problem.
Better get you a new mic.
If you should, who is Damo? Reggie White?
Yo. If I'm sure Damo.
If you should. Chill is Tupac.
If I'm sure
Damo's Reggie White, and who is Ron? We gotta figure out who Ron is, man. Ron J. Prince.
Ron Sam Snead. That's who he is.
You right?
That's who Ron is.
Ron Sam Snead.
Don't go for that, Ron.
Oh man, who is Mars? Is Mars Mark Bell?
And the dude in the chat that said Dipset was Smoke Death Row. Wild as hell,
Skepta.
Bro, yeah, wild, man. Don't start going to a.
You wild as hell for that one, fam. No, they
not even supposed to address stuff like that. We not even supposed to address. You just laugh that off. Like, hey, chill. You was supposed to say wee.
Troll alert.
All right, so let's jump into these super chats though. We got one from MP13. He said we need a segment on how actual debate conversation is structured because this is insane. Dude is talking about points that he's making up in his mind.
Man,
how you do that?
MP13, why don't you come up here and debate me then?
MP13, why don't you have an open invitation.
Since you do all that talking, you out here, you gifting dudes, you know what I'm saying, memberships and all this other stuff. Why don't you pull up and debate?
Because he doesn't like how the debate format is. He just said that.
Hey, guess what? Hey, Mars, but guess one thing about me, Mars. I get it cracking in any debate format. You know that.
Sure. I mean,
So,
I won.
so when are we gonna do that, Ron? When are we gonna have the show when we get the 1-on-1 against somebody in the chat? Somebody,
here's what we gonna do. Here's what we gonna do. We obviously got Black Friday coming up, but once again, it's the most wonderful time of the year. Hey, Santa Ron's gonna try to give everybody what they want. So what I'm gonna give each of you up here is an opportunity to choose 3 people in the chat that you want to go that you want to go head to head with.
I'm in the room.
I'll reach out to those people, and we'll choose one of them, and they'll come up here and debate each of you guys 1-on-1. Chat versus panelists.
Huncho got to go 1-on-1 with Chill Town though. Huncho has to go 1-on-1 with Chill.
If Huncho's on Chill's list, we can make that happen.
The reason why he doesn't because he came on my channel and I smoked him. So that's why he always.
You already got it?
Yeah, he came on
already smoked on that
Huncho and I smoked.
Damn, Huncho.
So we already did that already. So no.
Do Mars have a nemesis in the chat room?
No,
I don't think Mars got one enemy.
I have no one. I have no one to debate. I side with the chat more often than not. So
that's crazy.
But chat, is there anybody out there that will want to cook Mars?
Yeah, who is Scats? Raise your hand. Who is Scats is trying to create his rivalry with me so he can come up here.
I do want to see that. Who in the chat room is against is a Mars op? Who is a Mars op in the chat?
Irvin Cable and Mars.
I don't think I've ever seen a Mars op.
I want No Nose Curry. I want No Nose Curry. I want him bad. I want No Nose Curry. I want Eli the Misfit. It's one more dude. I can't remember his name, but Eli the Misfit and No Nose Curry. I got them on my hit list for sure. And if I can't find nobody, I will take Tank Jones. I will take Tank Jones if I can't think of nobody else.
Hey, it's a fake Mars in the chat. Mars Supreme said, "I'm the real Mars."
I mean, multiple people can be Mars. I mean, I don't trademark the name.
No, he said he's the real one though.
I mean,
we know who Mars is.
Yeah,
I mean, I can be fake.
One.
It doesn't make a difference to me. I can be fake. Who cares? But I have no one to debate with in the chat. And if I do, I'm ducking all smoke. I don't want to debate anyone.
Who's Damo's op though? I didn't know that too.
Damo be on.
Damo, who is your biggest op in the chat?
He all got no picks. Damo get the trip.
First of all, I mean, yeah, I'm with Ox. Nobody. I don't got no ops in the chat.
I'll say your name.
You want to
I'll say your name anytime you want to come up here, my man. Bring your ass up here. Bring your ass up here. Anytime you want to come up here and stay up here. Anytime. Ain't nobody scared of you. Yo, 150 pounds.
No, Henry, you got to come up here. You got to come up here and get Damo, Henry.
Nobody.
Henry, they think that you're me.
Yo, 150 pounds with bricks in your pocket ass. You must be crazy.
Henry just tick it with an accent. What are we talking about?
No. They got to go get Henry. They got to go Henry. You got to let Henry up here because they think that Henry is me or I'm Henry. They got to let Henry up here and debate Damo.
They do think that. They think that that's your trick.
Henry is just ticket with a voice changer. What are we talking about?
I promise you, Ticket has a fake ID that says Henry Durr.
Henry has to have his camera on.
Hey, what was his? What was the Damo? You know his name. What was his name?
Absolutely. Yeah, right. Ticket, right. Chill. Henry was up. He better have his mic on or it's bad.
Yes.
Yeah, man. I be saying y'all be going in on Henry for having my back, man. Y'all sad, bro.
Having your back? Oh my God!
I seen you, Damo. I seen you one day in the comment section going crazy.
Nuts. He carries your nuts around, Ticket. Yo, Henry is 5'4". He just sits around like this for Ticket. He just does this.
Yo, Ticket. My girl don't love me a quarter as much as Henry love you, bro.
Man, Henry cool, man. Why y'all mad at Henry though, man?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, Henry, do your thing. It ain't nothing wrong with another man.
I got 1,000 people against me. I got 1,000 people against me every day, Damo. You mad because I got one that's on my side?
It's been thousands of people against me since day when I've been here. I'm used to it.
He got to go against 1,000 people.
Yo, Henry, glaze on, brother. Glaze on.
Right.
Bro, that week you weren't here.
Who is y'all to stop Henry from being great?
Henry was in the comments. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I've been watching PC for however long. This is it. I can't take it. Where's my ticket? Like, all right, bro. God damn.
This is boring. I'm leaving.
I can't believe it. First 15 minutes, no ticket. Oh, I'm out of here. All right, bro. But then you go look on ticket videos. I promise you, I didn't see one Henry comment when ticket dropping the vid.
Nah, he was in there. I got videos in live
stream. Maybe I just
he was in the live.
Yeah, Ticket. We know you was in there. Yeah, we know you was in there.
No, you gotta go, man. Shut up, Ron. You gotta go look in the live chat, man. Henry came in the live chat a couple nights ago because I was cooking AD, and he asked me why I wasn't getting upset and cooking LeBron. So I was like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "Man, you getting soft on LeBron." I'm like, "Bro, LeBron's 39 years old, man. I'm not finna sit up and keep cooking a 39-year-old man."
Henry ride you so hard. People that were on your side even took a step back. I was in the comments. I seen it. People would just be saying, "Yo, I ain't gonna lie, the show's okay, but Ticket's too entertaining. Ticket is the entertainment. Henry, he's not just the entertainment. He's the production. He's the owner. He's
the creator." Henry. One question, Henry. Do you believe the Ticket is the Alpha and the Omega?
Man, where is Henry at, man?
I'm just asking. This will let me know everything I need to know.
Yo, hey, Ron, but Ron, who are you gonna call out in the chat? You just gonna be up there being an L host, or you gonna call out James B? Because James B be on your line, Ron.
James B, he can host better than me. So you know what, James, I'm gonna let you come up here with that whack ass Pistons propaganda, and you, Mars, and Damo can host the show, and we'll see how successful that goes. We'll see if you can get through all the super chats.
Man.
When me and Dub host the show, we get through all the super chats every time.
I said James, not you and
Dub. Hey, Ron, I will tell y'all who Mars' biggest opt is, and he won't smoke with Mars for real. But I don't think Mars will debate him. He really won't smoke with Mars. He think Mars is a complete joke, and that's Mr. Mass. Mr. Mass always hit me saying, "Please tell Ron to let me get at Mars." He want Mars. He wants smoke with Mars so bad. It's insane.
I would like to see that.
Yeah, I would like to see that debate too.
No, I'm ducking.
Oh, Mars, don't act like that, Mars.
I'm fine.
Mars, you
gotta give the people what they want.
Mars got enough to worry about on Black Friday.
I don't have to do that. No, I'm
you gotta uphill battle.
You cannot duck smoke, Mars. No,
Mars, it's show business, Mars. You gotta give the people what they want.
Absolutely.
No, I don't. Mars. Mr. Mass came on my channel a few weeks ago. It was civil. There was no beef.
I mean, it should be civil.
Mr. Mass just hyping it up.
It shouldn't be beef. It should be civil.
No, but like we didn't debate. We were like, he could have debated me if he wanted to. That was,
see, you know,
and I'm not saying, I'm not saying he's scared to debate me. I'm not saying that. I'm simply saying I'm ducking all smoke from Mr. Mass.
You guys see, this is before John has done for society. He's made everybody want to be friends and not enemies.
But it's not clear. That's what you do. That's what Sun Tzu said. You got to know your enemy. You know what I'm saying? So he came over to your channel to fill you out and hear your point of view and get a feel of how it is to be on camera with you, because you have to know your enemy as well as you know yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Bob, they said Mars in the chat room don't want to smoke with nobody real because he want to stay undefeated.
I'm not undefeated. I lost to Gifted. I'm not undefeated. I've lost to Gifted.
Hold on, you lost to a nigga with a caca?
Yep. Sure.
I'm not
undefeated.
Yeah, I ain't never losing no nigga with no caca.
So yeah, there's that.
I ain't never losing no nigga with no caca. Nigga got caca, I ain't losing.
Gifted gave you fits, nigga. If you shot that nigga,
listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, dog. Let me tell you something about non-gifted, bro. Right? He's non-gifted, nigga. He don't have no chance, okay? Period. All right. So let him go ahead and get in his debate with the fake ass Michael J. White, Mustard, DJ Mustard over there with the dry ass Jerry curl. Let him go ahead and get in debate with him. That's his level right there.
Al Horford, buddy. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey man, when he got hey Damo, he got to get his weight up. You think LeBron James gonna play LeVar Ball 1-on-1?
You would think that, huh?
You think LeBron James gonna play LeVar Ball 1-on-1?
Hey, Damo, is Gifted young Kawhi and Ticket Bron in the finals that year?
I'm too much of a hater to ever call Ticket Bron in any kind of situation, so I would say it's more like Embiid and Gifted Al Horford.
Okay, you say whatever you want to say, man. Say whatever you want to say.
All right, y'all. We got super chats. Let's go ahead and get into them. Speaking of James Boo Boo, he sent through a super chat. James Boo Boo said, Chill Sinister 6 is Brax, Huncho, Marquivian, Buddy, Andrew G, and me. James Boo Boo. Sincerely.
Didn't he send that super chat like a couple days ago too?
Yeah, I guess so. And
I wouldn't have seen it if he said
what I know for a fact is when you the champ, you step in the ring. Anybody that want to step in the ring can step in the ring when you the champ. That's the way that works. You don't run from anybody. That's the way that works.
I adopt the Floyd Mayweather philosophy. I pick and choose when it suits me most, and I'm still the champ. That's my
Andrew G said Andrew G said Chill don't want it, even though he came on my channel and I smoked him. And you know what he said? He needed a doctor's note. He said, "Yo, I was sick."
I was sick. Bob was
right there. Bob was right there when I smoked him. Bob was right there when I smoked him, and he said, "I was sick that day." And he ain't been back since, by the way.
Chill, you picked on him when he had the flu.
No, he actually rolled up on me. It wasn't like I was looking for him. He rolled up on me. It wasn't. I didn't roll up on him. He rolled up on me, and he got his ass kicked. And then go tell everybody I was sick, and then and hasn't been back since. Bob was right there when it happened. Meanwhile, he get in the comments. He get in the comments like being in the cafeteria around a bunch of everybody else with a loud mouth. But when I catch you when you by yourself, you a church mouth.
He said,
he was just on my channel a couple of days ago in the comments. Yo, Chill, I gotta be honest with you. Jason Tatum is playing really good, yo. You was right. Meanwhile, he'll get around the rest of his boys and the rest of his minions. Chill ain't nothing. Chill ain't nothing. Give me a break, man.
All right, y'all. Andrew G is cooked to a crisp. Hey, poor Andrew. So your Highness Charles said, trade Klay Thompson for what, Mars? He said, trade Klay for what, Mars? I couldn't get back a peanut butter sandwich and some thumbtacks for Klay. We need a legit number 2 or free Curry. Free Curry. That's the first one I heard.
You trade Klay Thompson for James Wiseman. And then you just trade Steph Curry.
That's just
for Amen Thompson.
That's just mean. That is.
And then you just rebuild Golden State.
That's just
because Klay Thompson's washed.
It just is. That's just mean.
They traded Steph for Amen Thompson.
That's just mean.
And Fred VanVleet to the money matches, obviously.
And the reason why I told Bob not to let you up, Goofy, is because I don't think you know basketball. And I think you a thug, and I don't think you know basketball. That's why I told him not, because I don't want to talk to you. That's why I told him not to let you up, because I don't want to talk to you. These other dudes, I know. These other dudes talk basketball, not you. I don't think you know basketball. I think you a rapper with slick lines, but you can't really rap. That's you. That's who I think you are. I think you a rapper with slick punchlines, but you can't really rap.
You think he Trinidad James?
That's why I think
he Trinidad James too.
Absolutely. Yeah, he a rapper with slick
gold all in my ring.
But he can't
gold all in my chain.
That's it. He's a
gold all in my watch.
He can't.
Don't
really
believe me, just watch, bro.
He can't really do it on a consistent basis. That's why I told Bob not to let you up, because I don't think you know basketball, and I don't think I can have a basketball conversation with you or a debate with you where you're gonna stop and shake your head and go, you know what, you're right, even though I know I'm right, even though you've actually said in the room with me, damn, Chill, that does make a lot of sense. I don't think you know basketball, so I'm good on you.
What now, Mars? To that. So you said trade Steph, right? What if they were thinking like complete? Obviously, if you trade Steph, then they're just in complete rebuild. They're like, okay, we're gonna let it go for about 3-4 more seasons. We're gonna rebuild and we're gonna come back a dynasty. Is it possible?
If they trade?
No, I don't know. I'm just going off what Mars said. Just Mars hypothetical. I'm going solely based on that. Would it be possible to trade Steph to OKC for like Josh Giddey, a bunch of those picks, maybe one of the Jalen's or something? Is that possible that we can see that in the next year or so? And Steph team up with SGA and Chet and do that thing?
It's possible, but how does that benefit me as a Houston fan?
I think if we
that's why it needs to be Amen Thompson.
It went all the way over your head.
That's why it needs to be Amen Thompson and Fred VanVleet. Who cares if OKC can offer a much better package than 17 picks? It's not Amen Thompson and Fred VanVleet.
Okay.
No, but the reason why that benefits you, Mars, because that weakens Oklahoma City. Because if they end up, I think they'll hand over something substantial for Steph Curry. Oklahoma City would. I don't think that they would just give up a bucket of extra crispy and a 6-pack for Steph Curry.
It would be a lot of picks and probably Josh Giddey
for him.
It'd be solid.
I'm talking about like 5 first rounds.
Anything that isn't Shea, Chet,
Josh Giddey,
or anything else. Anything that isn't Shea or Chet. They're fine. They're surviving.
I don't want to play. I don't want to play Steph and SGA
And Chet.
and Chet.
The rookie of the year. Yeah. Casey Wallace still hasn't missed a shot, by the way. Sorry, just putting out that Casey Wallace still hasn't missed a shot in his whole career.
Pimp named Slickback said, "Has anyone been watching Lonnie Walker this year?"
I have been. He's been good,
Yes.
Joe. Yeah, he's been good.
Shout out Lonnie Walker.
Been real good.
Shout out Nicholas Claxton, man. Shout out Nicholas Claxton, looking like the best defender on the Nets.
Eight Gates Lee said, "They say this is a big rich town. I just come from the poorest part." Fire ass intro.
Fire intro.
Facts.
For real. I'm an undercover liar. He was going crazy on that. But Jay Takashi said, "Chill town. Tell me, be honest. Old school Dennis Rodman would rock Draymond Green in the face. Do you agree? Plus, Tyrese Haliburton is very gifted. I want to see his team in the playoffs."
Dennis wasn't the throwing hands dude. That was Rick Mahorn, and that was Bill Laimbeer. Dennis wasn't the he was just the instigator. Rick Mahorn and Bill Laimbeer were the dudes that was throwing hands. So it wasn't Dennis. Dennis was the dude. He was the needle dude. He was the dude that was steady poking you in the ribs to get you to go over the edge. That's who Dennis was. What was the other part of that super chat round?
They said, "I want to see Tyrese Haliburton in the playoffs."
You will. I think you will this year.
All right. Liam McLean said, "The Night Manager is a great series. I highly recommend. Has the Loki actor and Hugh Laurie crime suspense."
What is it on?
All right. Y'all tap in. Toxic Key said, "Haliburton got my guy Obi looking good." What's up?
I said that's a fact.
Yeah, he does.
This is actually a topic I wanted to talk about earlier in the show. Jamal said, "Where does Miles Bridges fit in with their roster? He will be making his return tonight after his suspension. The Hornets are getting Miles Bridges back. The coach already came out and said he will come in and play a significant role right from the start." How are we feeling about Miles Bridges on the Charlotte Hornets?
Anywhere. I mean, they need help wherever they can get it. And he's been out for a year and a half. So I don't think he's going to jump back in the lineup and be averaging 20, 25 a game. But I think he can give him some energy off the bench early. I think he could get him a guy that can score in transition. So, and he can and he can defend at a solid level. So I think he'll help them.
If he comes back the way he left, which obviously, like you said, Chilton, probably won't be tonight. Right. If he comes back the way he left, then I mean that team's going to be a lot better than they are now. Keep your hands to yourself, people. Keep your hands to yourself.
Damo, as a Hornets guy?
I mean, I would say he's going to come in and probably, if everything's going right and the Russ isn't there, he's the second best player on that team. So he's going to come in and try to replicate what he was doing in the 21 season, I want to say it was, when LaMelo was an all-star and they went to the play-in and looked like they were a couple steps away from being legit. Yeah, I wouldn't expect too much. I think the Russ is going to be there immediately, so he's going to get in. He's going to get some run. He might get a dunk or two, but I feel like he's going to be inefficient to start off the gate, and it's just going to be that level of getting back into playing NBA basketball. But it's the Hornets. I mean, they should be benching everybody and tanking.
Again?
Hey, I forgot to tell you, they need to boot Ben Simmons, bro. They need to trade Ben Simmons. That back.
Oh, you talking about the Nets?
Yeah, Ben Simmons is done, man. He got nerve problems in his back. They need to trade him, bro.
Damn.
He should just retire.
Yeah, who they gonna trade him to?
On a max deal, by the way. On a max deal. On a max deal.
He gotta just go, bro. Back problems is crazy.
But isn't he on he's on an expiring deal, right? This year? No?
He's got like 2 or 3 more years.
Let's
he in the second year of a max deal. He's got
a while to go.
Last year when he sat out, that was the first year of that extension. That was the first year. So he in the second year of that max deal. And Doug,
it's what
it expires in 25. Actually,
are you pimping today, Doug? What's really good, my boy?
It's just
my man.
It's not even it's just the design of the shirt.
It's not even a trade. Damn, bro, you got me blushing and shit, man. Oh my god.
Doug pimping, check him out.
That's crazy. The crazy thing is, I did my own lineup and everything.
Hey, Dub, I got one question for you, dog. Are the Phoenix Suns a disappointment right now?
Considering that they were able to mollywop the Minnesota Timberwolves, it seems as if they're turning the corner. I mean, right now they've been having guys in and out of the lineup, so it's like them having an 500 or a negative record right now is like one and the same. 5 and 6. Them being 5 and 6 right now is not really like an accurate assessment of them because they've been hurt the whole entire time.
Long way of saying they've been disappointed.
No. That's the point, though, Dub. Is that they haven't even been healthy. That's my point.
All right. Well, if you're going at that angle, yes, it is a disappointment that they keep getting hurt.
And then, Dub, let me ask you this question I asked Damo on them. Does those guys help defensively their problems when they come back? No. Beal and Booker, do they help the team's defensive problems that they severely have?
No, they don't. They don't really help their defensive issues. The mindset with them, especially if they're able to shoot like that, and with Bradley Beal and Devin Booker and KD, like you could like gamble and be like, yeah, they could sustain that shooting. If they're able to shoot like that, they could be anybody in the league right now. But basketball is a two-way street. Like you said, the defense is lacking, and especially against like the Nuggets and even the Celtics. It's like it's going to be hard for them to match up to them, but they've got to really rely on their shooting. They can't do it. It will just be a long road, you know?
Totally disagree, but okay. Go ahead, Ron.
Kentwan Blackstock said, Big Ox, I was talking to someone in the chat saying Sabonis should be averaging 28 points. I'm saying he's not that good of a scorer to do so, and his expectations of Sabonis are too high.
We was talking
Bob, you got to stop saying Sabonis over Bam, please.
All right. Drink more water with the super chat. Said the Bucks are 7th in offensive rating. Also, during the first 4 games when Lopez was playing high, Milwaukee was 29th in defensive rating. Since the New York Knicks game when Brooks switched to a drop, the Bucks are 13th in defensive rating.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, they 24th in the league in points allowed. This is
all I know.
This is why this defensive rating thing I have a difficult time with it. They're in the top half in defensive rating. Meanwhile, they're in the bottom 5 in the most points given up per game. They're giving up almost 118 a game. Your defense is not that good when you're doing that. It's not.
Yeah, that shit is wild. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Dame though. Seems like the Bucks can't win with Giannis. Without Dame, but they can win without Giannis. It's crazy, you know. We know who the real winner of that team is, man.
Are you serious? Thank God they got a championship.
Oh, play
Yo,
with you.
I'm gonna say this to you, man. I hope and pray you don't lose on Thanksgiving, man. On Black Friday. I hope you don't lose, bro. I'm gonna say that to you.
Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna win, but
that's gonna be a bad L for you if you lose that, dog.
Cool. I don't think I'm gonna lose.
You can't lose to somebody that's out here smelling like a goddamn wet gorilla's underarm. I'm sorry, bro. You can't. You need to hold that down for the team. Man running around here with a ninja suit and came up here with a goddamn samurai sword talking about he ready for war. You man, if you losing him, bro, we're gonna put restrictions on you on this channel, bro.
You got your own problems to worry about, and you better study.
What problem is that? What problem is that?
You better study.
Go ahead, Bob. Go ahead.
Worry about yourself.
Bob, that's what I'm be worried about. Lil Bob,
Dub know what he's doing. You better worry about
it. I got an answer for you, and it's called 2 words. Dwight Howard, nigga.
I don't know what you mean by that.
You know exactly what I mean.
I don't like that. Move on.
I think this would be an amazing time to read greatest super chat directed towards Mars. He said the disrespect, Mars, shaking my head after all my effort. What'd you say?
I said he can't even afford a camera. I'm gonna have to buy him a camera. He was talking about money. You don't got
I
enough money to
can't.
get
Hey
a
Bob.
camera.
Hey Bob. Hey Bob.
You ain't got
I
enough
can't
money to
afford-
get a Logitech.
I can't. Hey Bob. I can't afford a camera. But Bob, I'm gonna tell you the
You
truth.
don't got
Hey,
$60
Bob,
for a
I'm gonna send you
Logitech,
a
man. I
private.
send you some money.
Bob,
Hey,
I'm gonna
text me
send
your
you. I'm gonna
cash
send you a
app, nigga. I
private.
got
I'm gonna send you a. Hey Bob, I'm gonna send you a private message, and I promise you, once you see what I'm looking at, you'll never be the same
chill,
again.
bro.
This is
Hey,
prime
look,
promotion
all
right
you
here,
need to do is send me your cash app. I'll send you.
This
I'll
is
send you.
prime
Hey,
promotion.
I'll send you the $80. Go get your Logitech,
We need to
brother.
have. Hey Bob, we need to have PC weekend down here because I'm gonna tell you something. You can put an orange on this thing. You can put an orange on this thing, and it won't roll off.
We gonna have to do it down there.
I got some people on DR, bro.
If we want you to pull up, we gonna have to do it down there.
Hey, Ticket.
Hey, Bob, I heard the girls down here in DR call you Lil Ox.
Have you seen it?
Only when it's cold outside. Only when it's cold outside. I have been a victim of shrinkage before. You know what I'm saying? But it don't happen.
There ain't no shame. There ain't no shame in that.
I'm from sunny California. You know what I'm saying? Where it's warm out.
That's a mic drop right there. I love that. That is classic.
Oh, Bob, you crazy. Oh man.
Yeah, so Teddy Hart sent through a super chat and said, "What do you guys value more, steals or blocks?" Personally, I say steals since it's a guaranteed change of possession.
I like that.
That's fair. Yeah, that is fair.
I don't.
Now, just overall rim protection and like contesting shots at the rim, though, I think that all together is more important than getting steals. But like the actual stat, steals versus blocks, I think steals is probably more important.
I just think that as a rim protector, even though I like what you said about steals, I feel like rim protecting is a certain level of intimidation. When you got a dude in there protecting the rim, you're less likely to go in there more than you would if it wasn't somebody in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it will have to be blocks, honestly, because I've seen guys that aren't great, like defenders at all, being able to rack up steals, mainly because they're able to play the passing lanes great, which is fine. But it's like you said, like a guy rim protecting and being a shot blocker, it just changes things way more than a guy just sitting here just grabbing steals, in my mind. Besides the Hassan Whiteside.
It just depends too, though, because like sometimes when you got a player that's just trying to get the highlight block and they'll slap it out of bounds, unless you got a guy that knows how to block it and keep it in our possession with so it just depends.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up. Open Gym is next. James B did send through a super chat earlier. He said, "Ron, I will read all the super chats. Don't do me like that." One day, James, you might get the pleasure of coming up here and trying to get through a fourth of the super chats that you should be getting through. But until that day, you guys take it easy. Have a good weekend. Playing tournament tonight. Keep a close eye on that. We'll be back on Monday to talk about it. Mm-hmm. Chill with Chill tomorrow in the morning. Open Gym shortly. Right after this, shortly thereafter, you got even the odds if you bet or you like to gamble.
Wake up, dog. Get it together, brother.
We gonna be on there. PC Anime tonight. It's a long weekend. Make sure y'all tap in. Y'all be cool. Don't do anything that Ticket wouldn't do this weekend.
Man, y'all make sure y'all watch DeMontis. Y'all make sure y'all watch DeMontis Torch Wimby tonight too.
Take it light, but take it.
Send me a cash app ticket.